Oh, good morning. Yeah. How you guys doing? Yo. Oi. Good morning. It's no longer morning. I'm so sorry that I'm late.
Realmida says Cakez 7 clown.
Good morning. How you doing? I'm getting coffee really quickly.
My lord chat. My lady Cakez. Pepe Neil homies.
Yo! He went live just to leave. I got myself a tea. Yo, Rabbit K Game Dev on YouTube. Time, yeah, I know. However, you guys, I have something good for you.
Am I so out of touch? No.
Raticide just subscribed.
Huh?
This is a TTS.
Ooh, Raticide, thank you very much for the support, bro. And Undying Cypher, thank you very much for following 27 minutes earlier before the stream even. Bruh. You know, guys, we have a problem. I keep getting the failed to load module when I'm opening my stream manager.
Hi.
I keep getting this.
Am I so out of touch?
Look.
No.
Ivan's just subscribed. Good morning,
I keep getting this. I don't know why this keeps happening. It's really annoying. Yo, Ivuns, thank you very much for subscribing, bro. 6 months. Wow, what a giga chat. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you so much for the support. Philip, hello there. What's up, my man? Good morning. I made a video on the gear icon issue, Sir Cakez. Yeah. So, I don't know how this can happen, by the way. And you're not the only person that has this issue, but others have this issue too. Hi, Cake. Good morning. Cheese Cat. Good morning. How are you doing? Good, bro. Hello. Hey, Cakes. Hey, Miner on YouTube. You have no profile picture. Actually, it's just black. Never mind.
Am I so out of touch? No.
Lil_Marie just subscribed.
Thank you, Lil Marie. You continued your stop from Prime/gift to Tier 1. I appreciate that. Wow, thank you. My cat gave birth 3 new cats. Ooh, man, they multiply really quickly, bro. That's crazy. So now you have 4. What if that happens again? Do you have 7 or 10 then? That's like endless, right? Holy moly. Gotta be careful, bro. They're gonna take over the world. When will you fix the HUD? Stare. When the HUD is in the feedback of a new player that cares about the HUD looking the way it looks.
Am I so out of touch?
So obviously, probably,
no.
Almost never.
Copy just subscribed.
You're kidding me, right? There is still some... This is a scam, guys. This is literally a scam. There, you see this? There is still honey in there, but I can't get anything out. Bro, dude, you're scamming me. Ah, there it is. Never mind. Oh yeah. Keep going. I need some more honey. Guys, I forgot a spoon. I have to go AFK again. I apologize. I need to take a spoon, you know, get a spoon, not take a spoon. So yeah, guys, hey, look what I did off stream. I added these stats to the skill tree off stream. I probably want to redesign the respec button here. I think it's a bit large, and this one looks terrible too. Not sure how else I'm gonna do it, because these are just floating I just spent all my money. Ah, stupid. These are just floating buttons. But yeah, I redesigned. There were some errors too in the game. I redesigned some of the abilities. I made this ability stronger. And I fixed some other things too. Like, for example, we can now go into window mode and the mouse changes properly to the, you know, the... It's a basic feature, but I didn't have it before. The mouse would always flicker when you did that. So you can now go and resize the window and the mouse changes accordingly. This was basically just a Windows event thing, so that was easy to fix. And on top of that, I also fixed a couple of bugs. Made some items a bit stronger, and then a bunch of bugs. Fixed them. And then I animated the green arrow, a lot of stuff. And now, you guys, the biggest change that I did is the game no longer pauses. So, for example, if we are here and, you know, you will rock in the game and we are attacking and stuff, the game pauses now. No longer pauses when this happens. And so now today I would like to first watch a video about... We should watch the video about... You just saw this, right? You saw this? I'll show you with the shield ops. I'll try to time the shield ops in a way that they are still there when the round's almost over. Never mind. Never mind. Yo, Smiling Big, good morning, bro. And thank you very much, Argument P, for subscribing with Prime, man. Giga Chat, 5 months. Thank you so much for the support, bro. Hype Train level 2. Damn, bro. That's crazy. Now it can be resized from my smartwatch. True, yes it can. There you go. So the shields no longer spin though. But they're actually not animated either. I did make them animated, actually. Not sure why that is, but yeah. The shields still animate a little bit. But... Oh. Interesting. Very interesting. That did not happen yesterday, by the way. That totally did not happen yesterday. Buzzing like a bee. I don't know why. They are supposed to just move up and down. And they perfectly moved up and down yesterday. I don't know why they're buzzing like that right now. Okay, bro. So I guess I have to fix that still. I need to get a spoon. But yeah, so now you guys hopefully will no longer complain about... Well, about these issues, right? They're thirsty for blood. And so, yeah, did change quite a few things off stream. And today I want to look at the intuitive games. I want to see. There's got to be the video here somewhere. Where's this? Where's this? Small rendering issue. Yeah, we're gonna figure that out today, bro. Maybe we can...
Damn, this is actually looking good.
There we go.
Easily a mixed review / mostly positive.
Intuitive games. Who linked that to me? Ah, games that can be understood at a glance. There we go. Alright, guys, it's time. We're gonna do another react. How can games be understood at a glance? And he's using this as an example. I have to be honest with you guys. I do not understand what this means right here. I know that this is a tank. This is probably an enemy. These are like some energy things. But at a glance, I still have to use my brain a lot to figure out what this means. And this is totally not legible. Well, okay, well, this is lava. I'm pretty sure if you... Maybe you can't even go in there, but if you fall in there, you're most likely dead. So yeah, stuff like that. But I wanted to pose a question for anyone that's watching this on YouTube. I want you to... And let me place Tangerine properly so it's on the left. I've made an upgrade menu for my Tangerines, and it is quite cluttered. There's a lot of stuff that is displayed right here. But this right now is the latest version of the menu, and I would like to know, if you're watching this on YouTube, what do you think this is? Can you understand the functionality of this upgrade menu? I'm gonna have a little bit of the abilities and stuff right here. And... well, what are your thoughts? Like, what is this supposed to do? Because I don't want to tell you what it is. I would like to gather some feedback. So if someone that's watching this on YouTube has would be so kind to write, you know, what they think this is, would be amazing. And now I'm gonna show you the old menu. I still have that in the game. I didn't delete it yet. Oh yeah, right, of course. Of course. I have the push to Steam build here. Not the actual debug build where I can do hotcode reloading. Of course. So I need to build the game again. With the hotcode reloading enabled, huh? Let's see if the guys on YouTube can figure out what this is supposed to be. Let's see. Let's do that again. Put this guy here. And then select him. Oh, man. Let me drink some tea here. I wonder. Like, guys, you see this menu? Look how comparatively to the old menu, the new menu is just much better. Like, subjectively, of course, right? Cakez, in my honest opinion, remove the locked panel. Do not show it. If it has no options, it is not relevant. The text doesn't even say what it would unlock once you defeat strong enemies or visit the shop. Well, then I just show a lock. Because if I change the menu based on that, then I think it's just confusing. The old sell button looks better. You like the old sell button more? I think the old sell button looks bad. If false. Yeah, guys, it's if false, of course. I'm toggling between two options, whether it's true or false. It's a Boolean. Yeah, get over it, okay, guys? That's how I do it. I could have had a checkbox too, but I didn't want to add an extra option as a checkbox to the options menu. And I'm still... Man, I still have my nose clogged. It's insane, man. Good morning, Cakez. Great work yesterday. I thank you, Pipe. I appreciate that, bro. You think it's better? I think it's bad. Now that's my game dev. That's why game dev has to rely on players' opinions. Relying on players' opinions oftentimes is really difficult because they don't really know what the problem is. However, like, they can't pinpoint it exactly. Everyone has COVID, ... I don't think it's COVID. I mean, nasal fluid works well. It's crazy. I was sleeping so well. Maybe I should open the window, guys. I'm gonna open the window and get some real big air in here. You know, I'm gonna do big air now. Okay, they're gonna take over the world. Can't give too much power to big air, but we need it sometimes, right? Okay. Hopefully with the air now and the what is it called? Die Nässe, Feuchtigkeit. 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 What is that in English, guys? Feuchtigkeit. Humidity. Yeah, the humidity in the air will hopefully travel in my nose and make it easier to breathe. Oh, sorry guys, I missed a lot of messages on YouTube. They just all popped up. Hello, Cake. Cakez 77. Long time since I was here. How's your progress on the switching to Unity? What are you talking about, Toxic Champion? I never switched to Unity. How did you define the tasks when started making the game? I didn't define the tasks. I was following my gut instinct on what to work on every day. So usually there's a glaring issue that takes priority, but sometimes I would also be lazy by working on the same thing for multiple days. So I would start working on, let's say, pixel art instead of coding, because it was easing my mind and I could relax and regain energy to work on the big task that was obviously had to be done. And that usually was when I was rewriting my renderer or fixing a huge bug in a game that took multiple weeks to change, so that it would no longer happen. And I sound like I'm almost dying right now, which is awesome! But it's getting better. The air actually helps. Should have probably gone outside before the stream, but then it would have been 2 PM. Lol. Why did you mark me as ban in Discord?
Cake's got 0 res, and that full release is never dropping.
Collector's alt account just joined. Glad to be back to my favorite.
The bird
Vulkan
flu is
and
making
Godot
eggs cost
stream.
$1 per egg in the
Please
US.
keep your functions shorter
holy.
than 5 lines.
That's a lot. Oh, cool. Guys, I'm gonna quickly, I'm just gonna wait a bit until the air goes into my nose, because... Hey! Oh, it's already working. It works. Fresh air does work.
What is this with this game, man? Fuck you. So, hey! No! Please stop! Oh, come on, man.
Hello, I'm here to learn
This is
how
so
to do
fucking
intuitive
dumb.
games. Is this the right place?
I was
Yes,
trying
we're
to
gonna
find
start
a
with this in a
suitable
second. I'm
quote for
currently
today, but
taking a
after
break from
while
the
I
action.
thought the best quote I can find that
I'm
is
taking a
finally
huge break, so I just need to do 2
completely
cuts.
related to you is from the biggest clown
Because
I
I'm
know
waiting
of.
for the
I
air
am
to,
stupid,
relieve me of my nose
77.
pain. And I'm also... Yeah, I'm just waiting, actually. And I'm catching up with chat. I agree with Code and Agree on the menu. What does Code and Agree say? Looking at the menu, I think the new one is clearly better, but I do see 2 things that I'm not sure about. Indeed, the sell button of the new one doesn't look like a button. It's just yet another UI container. And the second, the errors on the first kind of makes it feel like that we will change some kind of tab, so not just an element. Not sure if it's just me. I see. Yeah, these errors, I've been thinking about those too. On how to make those better, because it's called repetition. I should actually talk about this when I stop taking a break, but I'm waiting still. Let's read. I'm gonna read that again.
Yep.
Yes, this is the right. If you played any kind of RPG, the menu looks similar. Yeah, that's true. Weapons are like, choose a weapon. Poison sword or fast wood sword. Smiley face. Have you thought about defining that as a compiled parameter? No, I don't, because I'm gonna get rid of this menu after today, by the way. I'm gonna delete it in a git push. So there will just be the git, and then whenever I want to revert it, I can just, revert that git. I'm seeing the changes in the first time, and I don't understand anything. Fail fish. Honestly, kinda bad, confusing looking. Hi, I'm new here, maybe using Godot. Galaxy Media, you're not new, you're lying. I have seen your name again, you're from Twitch, you changed your name to Godot Enjoyer on Twitch, and you're still called Galaxy Media on YouTube. And I'm not gonna use Godot, because I would smash my computer into bits and pieces if I were to use it, because it's annoying. Okay, I hate the UI, I hate that it's so complicated and convoluted all the time, and it doesn't have as many features as Unity. Okay, you want me to shit more on this? No. So let's move on. Make it easier to edit your menus. Yeah, it would be easier to edit the menus, but everything else would be more annoying. Try using resources, and by default you have to like click there and it's like, make a duplicate. Don't use a reference, make a duplicate. Make a duplicate. Oh, don't make it unique. No, you shouldn't be making it unique. Well, it's not unique by default, it's a shared resource. Awesome. It's literally just a pointer of data. Then it makes like the resource like...
Make a good game and
whatever.
don't market it. The money will come to you.
Guys, it's not getting better. The moment I start talking, my nose just completely clogs up. It's impossible to talk. I can't. But it's fine. We're just gonna push through like yesterday. It's okay. I thought it would be better, but again, it is how it is. I feel like Unity is more complex than Godot. Don't know, probably because of me using Unity before I used Unity. Using it before I used Unity. Unity might be more complex, but it has more options. And the most important thing of Unity is that it is more complete. For example, let's say you want to use physics. It's much easier in Unity than it is in Godot. I can't even speak properly, man. Like, the pressure on my ears and my nose is insane every time I start talking. Why does it not stop? I can't even, like... That's crazy. This doesn't help at all, bro. Okay. Let's just work on it. Whatever. So this is the old menu that I had before. And now, without going into detail about what it is, can you tell me, compared to the first menu, they are a little bit similar, but also a lot of changed. What is this supposed to do? Like, can you tell what this means? Because most people, the reason why I had to change this menu is because most people got confused by the menu. And now, since we are done, switching back to the old menu, I'm going to explain here first. It is supposed to be a menu where you can upgrade weapons and equipment and abilities to be put on the character. So you found a weapon, you can equip that by paying 120 oranges on the character. Now the character has the weapon and he can use it to attack, increasing his stats. And if you go back to the very beginning, before you trained the weapon, before you bought the weapon, it says that you get 8% attack speed and 100 armor piercing. Now, what does that mean? It's really difficult to tell because you don't really know what you're comparing this against, right? So I decided to change this menu in a way to make it more intuitive. And I think I achieved that, but I would like to extend my knowledge by looking at, well, maybe someone that is smarter than me, that knows how to make more intuitive games. And that brings us to this video right here. It's 25 minutes. And if there are parts that are not that interesting, we're gonna skip over them because it's a very, very, very long video. So we are interested in
a bunch of games that can be understood at a glance. Hi, I'm Cakez.
Building games that can be understood at a glance by Cakez or Gage. Cage or Gage? Gage, I guess.
This is building games that can be understood at a glance. If you're not familiar with my work, I've made a bunch of games that you may or may not have played, like Flip Flop Solitaire, Type Shift, Really Bad Chess, Sage Solitaire, Tharsis, Ridiculous Fishing,
Gage, yeah.
Spell Tower, Lose Lose, and a couple.
These are all 2D games, huh? Or maybe this is the 3D
Sage
game.
Solitaire, Tharsis.
So are these Flash games? Like, I'm always wondering. Like, do
like
these...
Flip Flop Solitaire, Type Shift,
It's got to be
Really
Flash
Bad
games,
Chess,
right?
Sage Solitaire,
That's another Solitaire, I guess?
Tharsis, Ridiculous Fishing, Spell Tower,
Tharsis.
Lose Lose.
Tutorial games? Could be Tharsis. Tharsis game. Is that on Steam? Oh, wow. This guy, mostly positive. Not the best game. Bro, you telling me this is intuitive? Huh? Injury. Repair. Crew in module. Class. Required. 1 die to crew in module. Bro, I'm gonna be honest. Bruh. Finish deployment. You're telling me this is intuitive? Research projects? So if I get a 3 and a 6, I can research again? It's a lot of text, yeah. It's just a lot of text. I mean, maybe this was one of his projects where he learned from, right? The UI is really busy, yeah. And it also feels like it's like there's so much screen space that's not being used. It's like all clamped in the middle. Show us the game price. 15 euros, that's fine. Oh wow, this guy made a lot of money. This guy, sorry. This guy made a lot of money with this. Crazy. Okay.
And a couple others.
Can you guys hear me all right?
Anyway, I've been making games for quite a while on the phone, almost since the beginning of the iPhone, actually. And one thing that really struck me very early on was how different the experience of finding new games for the phone was versus other platforms.
I hope he's not talking about phone games.
Mostly how I was finding new games was by looking over people's shoulders. So over my friend's shoulder at a bar, over a stranger's shoulder on the subway, or at what the person next to me on an airplane was playing. Sometimes I get really into the game and I'd start playing it in my head and I would start like critiquing the actions of the person quietly to myself. Whenever I started doing this,
you basically tell them in your mind that they are a terrible gamer and you could do it 10 times better, but you're not telling that them because you don't want to hurt their feelings. But that's what you're thinking. Yeah. You're going on about in your head, like how you would do it differently, and then you see him do a wrong action, and you're like, "Oh, this guy is retarded." I would have done it. I do that watching you. So Twitch chat. Okay, bro.
One thing I noticed is I'd want to download the game myself.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find better words, but it's really difficult. I'm sorry, Cakez. Sorry, Cakez. I'm working on it. Okay. Listen, I had a daughter recently. I need to change my tone. I'm trying to find better words. Don't use the R word, yeah. I'm trying to not curse too much because of my daughter, yeah. So it's a learning curve, learning experience for me, of course.
The name of the game was on the screen, so I could just...
This guy is... What would you say, though?
Write it down. And other times, I'd have to ask, and...
This guy's an absolute loser goober who doesn't even know how to play games. I would do it 10 times better.
People were always really excited to tell me what the game was like and why they loved it, so I ended up asking a lot. And as I started making more and more mobile games, I really wanted to build games that could do this for other people, that could sell themselves to strangers who are looking over other people's shoulders.
Free time development, thank you very much for the raids. Welcome, guys.
That's kind of a mouthful.
We're learning about intuitive games. Maybe you should watch that too. We are the biggest GDC watchers on the planet Earth, you know. Before I even started making games, I already knew what to do because I watched all of the GDC talks. I'm a GDC walking library. That's what I am, okay? Because the more GDC talks you watch, the better you are in making games, right?
Like a strategy, so I'm just going to call it. My friend Kevin proposed calling it Subway Legible Games. That's how it works. Because we both live in New York, so that's what I'm going to call it. Okay, so obviously one caveat for this talk is nothing that anyone tells you is going to be the one thing that makes you successful or not successful. But I do think that finding success with your games relies upon having a lot of little tricks that really tricks as best you can. And the reason why it's a powerful tool is that it affects games.
Okay, let's see.
Your tutorials a whole lot less.
So he means it's easier for tutorials because we can read better. Okay. Is that correct? I think tutorials are must-have even on games that are very easy to read. And tutorials are basically called staggering game mechanics. So for example, when you start the game, you don't start with the entire menu unlocked. Reset game. No, reset game, bro. You just start with one of these. Maybe you don't even show the entire menu, but you just start with one. instead of showing the entire thing, which I don't do properly yet, but, you know, that could be something that you should do.
Less work. Your game is easier to comprehend naturally because you're presenting information and game state in a way that is designed to be naturally accessible to people who are playing the game. This means when you sit down to make your tutorial, which probably, if you've done it, you would agree is the absolute worst part of making a video game, half the work is already done for you. And having a better...
I think making a tutorial is just... I think making a tutorial is one of the most important aspects of a game, because you want to make a tutorial that does not come off as a tutorial, because then people will just enjoy the game and don't think they are being handheld.
Tutorial means more people will enjoy your game across any kind of skill level, and so that's great. 2, it improves organic discovery. When your game is good at teaching other people to play, it'll draw in more viewers, and every player and every streamer of your game can focus on conveying how awesome your game is instead of explaining to everyone over and over again how the game works.
Yeah, that's true though. Having to explain the game sucks. Yeah.
3, easier marketing. Your screenshots and your GIFs will need little to no context, and that makes pitching for coverage or going on viral on Twitter way easier. People say a picture is worth 1,000 words, but that's only true if people can understand what your picture is about.
You don't do that.
So you're probably thinking, all right, Zach, it's so easy to make indie games, or to make Subway legible games when you make these tiny little mobile games. What about my big fancy PC game?
What is this guy talking about? It's so much easier to make a viral clip of a 3D game than for a 2D mobile game. What is this guy talking about? It's even wrong. I've had so much issues making good clips for my game because it's a stationary tower defense game. There's nothing happening, bro. You're literally just killing waves of enemies that are coming in. It doesn't get any more boring and stale than that, bro. Literally just walking around in a 2D world is more entertaining than having a stationary world. It's crazy.
Is that even possible? Yes.
Cakez, let the professional speak. Wow. Wow. You're banned. See you in 2 minutes. Sergeant from Massive. There we go.
This is a screenshot of Into the Breach, which mostly everybody regards as a...
Okay, so this guy thinks this is intuitive. Okay, this is a house. It's like an office building. These are enemies, aliens, I guess. And these are your troops. And I guess the people in the troops are those. They're in the machines. And you can... This guy... Like, I don't understand the red parts here. And the dots between them doesn't make any sense either. The dots between them. Looks like this guy's walking here. Or something. Then someone spilled the trash accidentally. And this thing right here, the enemy here, is currently attacking these buildings because they are red. And this is under attack too by this bee right here. And this looks like this guy is going to attack him right here. And then it has a power grid. I don't know what that means. Power grid, energy. Enemy routed. It's a lot of stuff at a first glance, but I guess that's what it is. Weird houses, to be honest. I'd make them for generators. I thought it was generators too, yeah. Okay. I was totally going to sub before, but no, after timing out Ascent, I don't think I will anymore. That's fine, bro.
Brilliant tactical strategy game, and I regard as an incredible example of information organization and UI design. The screenshot is one that went around Twitter before the game came out, and I think if we look at it, we can figure out why pretty easily. If anyone looking
So he's saying that this went viral on Twitter. This picture.
Is it difficult to make animations on custom engine?
No.
Am I so out of touch? No.
But I'm only horny for Luigi is gifting 1 sub to the community.
Oh man, thank you. Mr. Spacefit, thank you very much for gifting a sub too. Smiling big. Okay, let's move on here.
This can immediately tell that it involves huge mechs and giant city-sized bugs.
I'm telling you, if I'm posting this clip on Twitter, it's not gonna go viral. I don't see anything that goes viral. I didn't even talk about the explosion here. I guess that's a building dying. Huh? I just don't see anything viral about this here.
The word mech
Maybe it triggers the Command and Conquer guys or something?
is literally written on the screen.
Good games go viral. What is good about this game? What is making it go viral?
You have a bunch of units These bugs are doing something bad.
Okay, Faster Than Light had already come out. They had a following. That's why it went viral. So this guy's not even... See, that's what I mean. He's leaving out context that is important. What is the game called, guys?
Retard.
What is this
When
game
will
called?
you finally do what you always...
Then leave. Yeah, bro. You're lucky. You're so lucky. I'm gonna time you out longer next time. Into The Last of Us? Into the Breach. Okay, let's see. Into the Breach. Let's see here. Into the Breach. Sorry, guys. Into the Breach and Subset Games. They have 19,000 followers and they had Faster Than Light before this. Okay, bro. Okay, where's the link to Twitter? Can't you... About? Sorry about this. Subset Games website, maybe here. And then they've got to have Twitter. There we go, at the top here. 28,000 followers. It's fine, I guess. That's fine. I would love to see the post, but I guess you can't, right? I don't know, man. Like, he's leaving out context that makes this go more viral, unless, like, comparatively to a solo indie game developer that doesn't have a following, that is making the game for the first time, and that is just posting a clip on Twitter hoping to gain some traction to the game. I don't know. I think he should have mentioned this.
Things are exciting and literally on fire. The kind of tile you're standing on has a tactical effect, maybe like Advance Wars, and it's science fiction and it involves time pods, which is actually written on the screen also. These guys are geniuses.
Time pods. I don't even see time pods, bro. Where does it say time pods? This guy's lying. Hey, can someone see right there? Upper right. Bonus objectives, kill enemies, protect enemies. Protect the time pod. Oh, I see. Thank you. Yeah, it's right here. Okay.
That sounds pretty exciting to me, and I can already imagine what the game is like.
Not really for me.
So how'd they make
okay.
all that so clear? So some of the things I cover in this talk might seem unbelievably obvious.
Okay.
But I find that the best design for you to break the college stuff, so that way, the easiest way to understand the three reads is by thinking about a concert poster. Imagine you're making a poster for some event that you're going to throw. Let's think about how posters are experienced. Yeah. Generally, we see them on the street, and that means that the audience that a poster can greet is primarily limited by how far away you can actually read the poster. A poster that can only be read from 10 feet away is going to reach a lot less people than a poster that can be read by 30 feet away.
100% true. 100% true. Actually, really good take. What I do when I make thumbnails for my game is I make them really small. Can I still see what the video is about when I make it small? This is very legible, shows a 3D game. This is not that legible. You can't really tell what's going on here. You can see that there's a tower, but otherwise, what is this? There's just a Steam logo. Can't really tell what's going on here. Terrible thumbnail. This is a bit better. You can tell what's going on here. Nice. Difficult to tell. Difficult to tell. So this holds true. And you should do this for games too. Interesting. Okay.
Promise I will get to how this affects games. That means we want to have the text on our poster be big, but we don't want all of it to be big, because if it was all big, that'd be really confusing, and we'd barely be able to put anything on the poster. So what should be big? Probably the things that would convince people to walk closer to the poster. So essentially, we're trying to design...
Yeah, so you need to make something big that people can see, that grabs people's attention. Makes sense. Oh, I see. So if we zoom out... I want to make a thought experiment here. Let's not spend too much time on this, but... Valheim. Images. Can I open this in a new tab? Can I zoom out? The fire. It's the fire. Boy, that's amazing. Damn. Let's see. Tangy defense. I mean, let's make it a bit bigger comparatively. This one, I'm looking at this one here. Yeah. What do you see here? The road. Contrast between orange and the road. Good stuff. This one seems more color intense, by the way. But yeah, very good experiment. I see their game title, but not yours. My game title is... Okay, we can use a different image. And I need to remove the reds. You can see the game title, but the reds make it... I need to remove the reds and maybe make the road a little bit lighter. Okay, the reds make it confusing. Agreed, guys? Chat, do you agree with removing the reds here? I guess it's harder to make it with clear longer title, but it's still good, yes. I would probably have to remove the reds, yeah. They make it a little bit... Slaughter them. True. Yeah, I'll probably do that then. I'm gonna write this down to a list of things I need to do. Give me a sec. Okay, let's continue.
Poster that's going to pitch itself to people passing by. So first things first, who's performing? In our example, David Bowie, rest in peace. There's our target market. If you like David Bowie, you're going to walk close.
Bro, it's literally just a giant font. It works. It works on YouTube. I don't even know who this is, but it does work on YouTube, yeah. Like you put a character of a game on the YouTube thumbnail, and then you put scam in there. Or you put it's over. Or you put in I can't believe it. Like some text and the character of the game, done. Very easy. It's literally that easy.
There's the poster. If you don't like David Bowie, I don't really care about you. So that's the first read. The first thing that people see when they look at the poster, and it's meant to draw in the people that you want to talk to. The second read is for people who have approached the poster and are now looking for more information. We don't really have to worry so much now.
But here's the problem. If you add in too much information here, then the first read gets weaker because you could remove the contrast and make it more cluttered. That's really difficult to do. Very easy to do, but difficult to fix.
About the size of the text, we can make the text smaller because people are close to the poster. So this is what would be in the second read.
Oh my, no one would read that. I just don't see this, but...
when is this happening? Where is this happening? What kind of show is he going to be performing? So hopefully now the viewer is interested. They like the...
Bro, 1973, that might have worked then, but today we're living in the 21st century, brother. Like, this is when Napoleon was still alive, bro. You can't take this as an example of today, bro. What is this guy talking about?
On Tuesday, we can make it to the third read, which is where we tell you how much it costs, remind you of the address, specify the time, and throw in all...
It looks like barcode instead of text, yes.
Little extra details that we need.
There was only one poster up in the town. Yeah, true. They only had one poster board. Like, what are these things called? True.
He actually cares about, like, who's presenting the show. No offense if you're a show presenter.
This is too
so
cluttered.
There you go. That's the whole thing. That was pretty simple.
That's too cluttered. This is a bad example. Sorry. That's a bad example. I have to say it. It's bad. I'm gonna use my own picture as an example. Or Valheim. Zoomed out like this. What can you see? The fire. You can see the text, Valheim. You can see the background. You can barely see the character. You can't read the text. Yeah, you can't read the text, exactly. In the case of your image, I was actually going to say maybe desaturation grayscale Tangy and making it slightly smaller. I'm so sorry. Then leaving the defense big and pronounce. That gives you more real estate for the images and makes it more clear that it is a tower defense game. Hey, thank you, bro. I barely understood half the message. I'll keep that here. And then after the video, we're gonna read it again. Sorry, guys. Let's approach the thing. What do we see now? We see two bearded characters with brown hair, with Viking-type clothing. We see a spear. We see a rock. We see a shield more clearly. You could see the shield from far away too. By the way, the shield was visible. So that was already visible. You see grass, and I think... Oh my god! So. Okay. I'm back. Of course. Of course. Being interrupted. Where was I? So yeah, and I think back here, this is an animal. But I don't know 100% sure. So, they didn't add that many details, like a bunch of more text. Oh, when does the game come out? What's the game about? No, they just use visual cues. Which I think is a much better example, but it's still the same idea. This is a bad example, I think.
All right, talk over. So this kind of design structure works not just for rock posters, but it also works for video games.
It works for everything.
Back to that screenshot.
YouTube thumbnails.
What draws our eye first in this screenshot? The giant grid. It feels a little bit like Advance Wars. It has looks like a player-controlled unit.
No, I think the units and the enemies grab my attention first.
Something's on fire. There's a bunch of bugs. What do we see next? Whoa, look at all these things to think about. It's turn-based, I have 3 people, my health...
How do you know it's turn-based? Because it says end turn. Okay.
Seems to be the power.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even see this. You don't see the grid? I do see the grid, yeah. You're right, though. Yeah.
If I have to survive 4 turns, I have a mech, and it looks like depending on where I place my units, there are special tile effects. So, wow, it is going to be like Advance Wars, maybe. And then on to the third read. Oh, my unit...
I don't understand what this means at all. Like, it looks like these enemies are attacking the red tiles. That's what I think it is. Let's see. He's making it out so easy. It's not that easy.
Units have health, too, and there are bonus objectives. And look at all this crunchy...
Bonus objectives? You see from this? The red tiles? What are you talking about, bro? Huh? He's not even going into detail about this.
Tactical data and also time pods.
Bro, top right? I can't even read this. Enemy pictured in 4 turns. Enemy procured. I can't even read this. What does this say? Something in 4 turns. Routed? Enemy routed. Whatever that means. What does routed mean? Guys, sorry, but this is completely... guys, am I stupid? Routed, driven away. Enemies are driven away? That's called routed? Yes, you are. Okay. I still don't know why the bottom right there's a clown. Okay, you're banned. Literally says bonus objectives there. I see. Yeah, I mean, it's text, but okay, yeah. This is like selling a book on how to make money. People try to organize how something succeeded when the life has a million factors. Yeah, I guess it is. I would have loved to see, like, him explaining more why it is easy to read, not just saying that it is easy to read. But maybe he goes more into this, because we're spending too much time.
The screenshot takes you from, hey, this is like Advance Wars, all the way through to, wow, this is so much more exciting than Advance Wars.
No.
Just by how the information is laid out.
No.
So obviously this kind of clarity can help with your promotion, but how does it also help us make better tutorials and improve word of mouth? So something you might...
I'm not hate watching, I'm just pointing out something that is flawed. Okay, that's a subjective opinion, but I think no. It's not hate watching, I'm just pointing holes. I'm just poking holes into his description. It's not easy to read. I've played Into the Breach. The game has mechanics that are not evident from a screenshot. The whole talk is wishful thinking. Guys, we need to be very, how do you say that in English? Oh man. We need to be very, not critical. Thank you very much, who am I? Yeah, we need to be critical about this, because if you just take everything at face value, then bro, that's not how you learn, man.
Be familiar with from making tutorials is that generally when you teach something new, you want to introduce the rules in a specific order. So
yeah, but there's multiple ways to teach someone. You can teach someone with text like balloons. You can teach someone by showing them what happens. You can teach someone by having them click through a tutorial before they play the game. There's so many different ways. So what is he gonna say?
that players can build a mental model of how the game works, starting from the broad strokes and then moving inwards towards more specific rules. Huh. It actually sounds a lot like how the 3 reads works. The first read pulls you in, and that's the core of your game.
Okay, don't care about this. Don't care about this. Show me some actual examples.
So in Spell Tower, you're trying to keep stacks of letters from reaching the top of the board, and you do this by spelling words that removes the blocks, and then more stuff gets added from.
Bro, what? So I've never seen this game, and I'm supposed to understand this at a first glance. How do I win? So they keep growing from the bottom, I guess. And I guess I spell oh yeah seal, or do I spell words that happen here? Do these individually grow? You just type what you see. So I type Tangy. Tangy defense. Oh my god, this guy knows about Tangy TD already in the screenshot from multiple years ago. Cone, bottom right. Cone, yeah. Okay, pot. Okay, so you do pot, then it removes. Okay, I get it. I wonder what these are. They are not explained at all. So you have to explain them visually, I guess. If you remove the Q somehow, maybe it causes an explosion. Higher scoring letters. I see. And the black ones? They're empty? You can't remove them? Which means at some point it's fragmented and you lost. So, okay. How is this... Listen, man, we had to figure this out with like 3 people, okay?
On the bottom, let's look at the 3 reads here. First thing we want players to see is just the letters. They need to look at the letters and think about what words they can spell.
I'm not thinking about what words I can spell. I'm thinking about why is there different columns of letters. That's what I'm thinking first, bro. I'm not thinking, oh, what words can I spell here? And also, I don't even know the spelling direction. Do I spell vertically or horizontally? A screenshot is not gonna teach that to me. Now, I could make a guess, an educated guess, but it's not clear because there's no direction captured in the screenshot. However, I guess the direction is up because this is the only empty space. No, could be that, right? The direction is up because that's the empty space.
When you're comfortable finding letters, you need to think about which columns are close to getting to the top and which letters are special and extra helpful for reducing the height of your stacks, like the blue letters will reduce a whole row. And then finally, on the third read, letters will reduce a whole top, and which letters are special and extra helpful for reducing the height of your stacks, like the blue letters will reduce a whole row.
The blue letters will reduce a whole row. Okay, that's not communicated at all. That's probably only communicated by gameplay. You can only communicate that.
And then finally, on the third read is the information that only contextually matters. Things like what your high score is, which tiles can be used, and which ones need to be in at least 4-length words. The layout reinforces how to approach the game, both for the player, but it also reinforces it for every single person who ever looks at the game over their shoulder. Okay, that's it for how to do the 3 reads.
Is this Slay the Spire?
Properly, and before we move on to advanced concepts, I do want to take a quick look at what this can look like when it goes wrong. This is Slay the Spire. This is a game I enjoy.
Bro, what do you mean it goes wrong? Let's try to figure out what the game is about. And this guy's calling out Slay the Spire? Okay, bro, let's go. Mega Crit, that's the name of the character. The life is easily readable. Then you have some sort of money right here. That crystal I do not understand because I didn't play the game. There's way too many icons for me to make out. Absolutely no idea what this is. The HP is obvious. Now, it's not obvious which one is your character. I'm assuming that's me, but it could also be this one right here. I have no idea. Usually the fighting direction is from left to right though. So I've never played the game, which is perfect. So this is my power. I can spend power using the cards. These are my cards. Maybe there's only 2 cards left, or these are my cards. And there's 14 cards left. And then this is the discard pile. I don't know exactly. One of them is the discard pile. It's so much easier to read. What you talking about? The only thing that I don't understand is that me? Or is that me? I don't know. I am on the left, yeah? Okay. So the only thing that is not explained is this. This is explained. This is so much cleaner. What's this guy talking about? Huh? It's explained by playing. Yeah, sure, of course. But we're talking about games that explain by just looking at a screenshot. We're talking about intuitive games that explain themselves just by looking at a screenshot. That's the important part here. Because I'm trying to learn from visual cues on how to make my game better based on just someone seeing a screenshot of this. And I feel like that's a bit too much text. Doubloons. A single screenshot doesn't work when it's very late into a single run. Yeah, 33rd floor is probably very late, yeah. But still, it still needs to convey information, Afano. So, okay, why is he saying this is going wrong here?
Quite a lot, and in fact, it's a game that a lot of people enjoy, and it's done really well for itself, so I don't feel terrible subjecting it to a little bit of constructive criticism. If you made this game and you're in the audience, thank you for making this, I really like it. Slay the Spire actually does a really great job teaching the player how to play it. It's got one of the best tutorials I've seen in a really long time. Every single thing on the screen tells you what it does when you mouse over it, and the way that all these concepts are
mouse over tooltips, already learned something. Yeah, we did that too, very important, okay.
Are given to you is at this perfect leisurely pace so that when you arrive at a screen like this, you understand every single thing that's going on. The problem is when someone starts watching over your shoulder, or more often with a PC game like this, when they start watching on Twitch, they might not know what's going on. So if you've never played Slay the Spire, you probably wouldn't guess that the most important information on the screen is actually these little icons. These icons, more than the health.
No, I noticed them, but I didn't think they are so important, yeah. true.
More than the
The
armor,
healer is
more than
healing
the
enemies?
cards in your
No,
hand,
she's not.
explain
She's
the current state of a battle. Not only are they tiny, but even if onlookers notice them, they have no idea what they mean. These should be in the second read, but they're in the third. On top of that, the screen has a lot of empty...
You cannot make them bigger because otherwise they are too big. Okay, he's saying that they should be in the second read, which I guess is... This is the second read. Or maybe this is the second read right here. You know, the cards is the second... the cards is the first read. The enemies and you yourself is the first read too. And the entire area, I guess. It's kind of desaturated and blurred out, so it's not that important. This is the second read right here, the deck. Stuff like that. And this is the third read. You can't put this as the second read. That's not how it works. And I don't even think, like, when I think about this now, let's say this is important. Why? To me, this is a detail in the game on how damage calculation and defense works. All I need to know is that I am fighting this dude right here and I need to win. I don't need to know what these things do. Why? Because I already know that I need to beat this guy. The details on how to beat this guy is not important. I think. I think he's wrong there. Could be wrong myself though. But I think the details just uncover itself when you... He's conflating two ideas, fully understanding the game state versus knowing what in general is happening. Yeah, like the second read is just should just show you the general idea. Go a bit deeper. You need to know so you can counter them. Yeah, but that's the... Listen, that's the mechanics of the game, the very state of the game, the detail of the game. It's like for my game, you need to know that, let's say, fire resistance is a great counter to fire damage. That's a detail of the game that you only need when you are playing the game and you are encountering someone that has high fire resistance. But that doesn't... You don't need to know that you're playing a tower defense game in which you can earn items. The items and the equipment, the power-ups, that's the second read. The third read is the details on how damage calculation works. I thought that was fire damage. Bro, what are you talking about? This is literally a fire icon with a shield right next to it, bro. Fire damage looks like this. Sorry. I hate that. Fire damage looks like this. It's a burning sword. I actually did, I'm not joking. Okay, so then that's tooltip explanatory, explained stuff here. Yeah, so my icons are not that clear, which can happen.
Space on it, but it still manages to look very busy. Nearly everything on the screen is a tiny icon with a little number on it.
Mm-hmm.
What are these things? And how can you have something but have zero of it?
Yeah.
And why is my health in two places and two different...
Well, I didn't even know that. But I mean, does it matter if it's in two places? I mean, it's the health. That's the important part, right?
Colors. And what are these?
Oh, I understand why now. I understand why the health is in two places. So that you can make the connection of, oh, that's me, that's the enemy. That's why it's in two places. If it's not in two places, then you're confusing left and right like I did. It's helping the player to understand that this, you are on the left, the enemy's on the right.
I need numbers on them.
That's why it's the third read.
Cards just be shown by the size of the deck, and you might not know it from the presentation, but the one on the right is actually the discard pile. These aren't two separate decks, they're all the pieces of one. The problem isn't that all of this information is displayed, it's that it's displayed at relatively the same scale, and that the stuff that you really, really need is actually the smallest. Here's what the reads of Slay the Spire look like. First read, 2 characters, a hand of cards.
I think the first read is... I mean, can we make this small? How do I do this? Bro, I think the first read is the cards and these two dudes. You can't tell what this is. You won't be able to tell what this is and this is. This is not the first read. This one isn't either. These are just 2 buttons that you can't tell what they do. Chat, do you think I'm right? Type 1 if you think I'm right. The cards is a good first read, and you and the enemy too. But I don't think this is the first read here. I think this is the second read. The number of energy that you have, or crystals. The end turn is pretty large. Yeah, but you need to look at it like this. When it's this small. You can't zoom in too much, because then it becomes the second read. Yeah, I think the first read is cards plus card game plus dudes, yeah. And then the second read is those two. I think so.
An end turn button and the mana. This is looking pretty good.
But I mean, that could be like that subjective, right?
So far. Second read is practically everything else. And third read is some small numbers and the all-important stats.
Yeah, the third reads is the details of the game. The numbers of the game. For the nerds. Exactly. You don't need to know these numbers. You don't need to know. You need to know that you are going to defeat this guy.
Status icons under the health bars.
Yep.
So see how you can kind of barely tell the difference between the second and the third reads here?
Yeah.
That's a pretty big sign that something is really overloaded.
Yeah, it's a nerd
I
read.
want to remind you, I love this game. This is just constructive criticism.
So let's see how you would fix this.
And also, I want to remind you that this game does a great job mitigating a lot of this with really solid animations, which is actually what I want to talk about next. So hopefully by now you have a sense of what the first, second, and third read of something should look like. And now I want to cover designer. One of these options is using movement and animation to temporarily raise or lower. So pay attention when I run this video to the size changes and how your eye follows them.
I know exactly what's happening. This goes large, and then you can see how much it costs. And I don't know, this is the damage, and I guess this is the life. I didn't play this game. And I do not understand, but I guess you're putting it here or something. No, you just drew the card, okay. Then, yeah, I mean, you're playing this. Bro, that's just way too fast. Yeah, okay, I mean, you are attacking. Yeah, I get it. Okay, yeah.
It's a constant wave of things being brought to your attention in the first read and then fading back into the second or third reads. It's really masterful, but it's also a lot to consider. If I was going to break this down the way that I broke down the Into the Breach screenshot, it would probably take this entire talk.
I mean, if you zoom out, you would see this and this right here first. The cards against each other. That's what you would see, and then you would see the two players. And then maybe the cards, but they're quite small.
So instead, I want to look at a much smaller example.
It's not speech recognition. What are you talking about, bro? Oh, bro. Yeah. You can't really see the cards, but you can see these two rows. And so that tells you you're fighting opponents.
Which is how I'm trying to solve a rules comprehension problem in my game TypeShift. This is what a puzzle looks like in TypeShift. Like in Spell Tower, your first read is the letters, your second is the tiles and the background, and your third is the menus and the minor decorative elements. A long-standing issue I've had here is that some players jump to the conclusion that your goal in a TypeShift puzzle is to find every single word in the puzzle, which makes sense, because that's how most word-finding puzzles work. But actually in Type...
I don't know how this works. So you're moving down individual letters to get a word here?
Shift, your goal is to use every letter at least one time. So I tried to make this clear in the tutorial by literally telling people, showing you that you're making a word turns your tiles bluish green, and that your goal...
So you're using text. Yeah. To explain things, which makes people read, which is fine. But if you overuse it, then people get bored because it's too much text.
To turn them all green, but that wasn't good enough for many, many players.
Okay.
And the problem is that when the color tiles in this game are on the second read, and when they change color, it's just as players are finding a word, so you're a little distracted and you don't notice. And so players interpret the color change as a decorative event. So this is what it looks like when you find a word. I'm about to launch an attempted fix that uses animation to bring...
So wait, the moment you unlocked a word... Okay.
Style backdrops temporarily into the first read, and I'm doing that animation right after they find a word, so hopefully when they're not distracted by something else and focusing on something new. So that looks like this. It's a very small adjustment, animating the color change across the letters instead of having it pop in, but it reinforces the importance of the color as more than a decoration. It becomes an informational animation.
Okay.
And informational, that's not a real word. I never would have come to this change if I hadn't been considering the problem within the context of the 3 reads, and so we'll see when I launch it how it works out. Another thing you can do in a game that you can't in a poster is provide hidden toggled information, which I call the 4th read. In really bad chess, I needed to have a bunch of menus on
color as information is simply wrong. You know what color I would use in this scenario? Green. Why do you use turquoise? Why don't you use green? Green is associated with I won. If you use color, why not green? Why turquoise? And then red for it being wrong. It is green. Bruh, I guess you could say it's like, for me it's kind of turquoise, kind of green. I would use a more green if that makes sense. You know, greener green.
The 3 reads, and so we'll see. When a poster is provide hidden.
Toggle to the 4th read.
To have a bunch of menus on the screen to allow you to use undos, check
That's just literally chest. Rank 50 moves 1. Okay.
Scores,
daily.
Quit the game, and those ended up looking like this. Unfortunately, those menus are horribly distracting.
They suck, yeah.
The problem is that in chess, the pieces are really small and they're really detailed. And so when you have big graphical elements on the screen, it's very easy for them to overwhelm these tiny little pieces on the board.
Yeah, true.
So to solve this, I made it so that whenever you tap away from the menus, whenever you're focusing on the game, all of those menus slide out of the 1st read and into this sort of toggled 4th read. And now if you look at it, the board and the mode are squarely in the...
That's not a solution, bro.
1st read. They're the things that your eye goes...
I would use buttons for undo. Like icons.
Right to, and everything else looks pretty balanced. And if you tap up on the menu area, the menus...
Like you can do undo, and then the menu could be like 3 dots icon, and scores should be... That could be a pokal in English. Guys, what is a pokal in English? Pokal. Let me Google that. Pokal? Cup? Could be a cup trophy, yeah. Like I would use icons. And then undo, I would still make the font smaller for undo, but put a button there. I don't know, man. I feel like sliding these menus in is not a solution.
Come in, and now they're in the 1st read, but that's totally fine because they're what you're looking at and what you're looking for, and it's always all right to have that in the 1st read. And everything feels very natural. Okay, the last thing that I want to look at, well, I got through this pretty quick, is my game Sage Solitaire, which is probably the most include a lot of, I think, a total mess. The 1st read is the cards, and that's...
We have cards. Huh? Why don't you use the traditional... Why is he not using the traditional icons for cards? So 4 would be 4 hearts. 7 would be 7 peak in English. Oh no, it's not peak. Kreuz. This is peak. This is Karo. I don't know what these are called, guys, in English. I literally only played cards in German. This is heart. Clubs? Yeah, I don't know. I've not grown up with this in English. Absolutely not. Why don't you do this, do that? Yeah, that's true though.
It's great, but read 2.
Focus on yourself. Yeah, I'll do that in like 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes, so about 17 minutes. There you go. See you later. Wait, we also want the sound effect for that, of course, right? Here you go.
Is basically everything up top. The name of the hand, the decorative stack of cards, the bonus suit, the trashes, everything blends together. The problem is that most of these things shouldn't even be in the 2nd read. The stack of cards is just a decoration element, basically. The bonus suit is important, but you only need it sometimes. And the trashes are also important, but also not important all the time. Worse...
If this is solitaire... I don't remember how that works. Like, what do you need to do? You have 3 of the same in the same Okay.
There's actually something up there that you do need to know constantly, and that is the name of the hand that you're trying to score and how much it's worth.
Full
if
house?
you didn't know how to play this game, looking at the screen...
Oh, I see. So I'm trying to get a full house. Yeah, what I would do is full house, 18 points, and I would show an example of the full house that you need to score.
Shot would not teach you how to do it. It wouldn't tell you what was important. It wouldn't really tell you anything.
I would show an example full house.
So my solution was to break the screen down into a big play area that has the first and second reads in it, and then a small side area that has all the third read information. So let's break it down. First thing you see is the card.
I would still change the cards to be the actual cards, how it is in real life, where you have 4 of these here, then 7 of these here, 3 of these here. It just makes it easier to make these out to be cards. If not, then all you're seeing is a big number. I think the icons say more about it than the number itself. Hey, Closure Destroyer, my man, good morning. Schnitzel guy, good morning.
The second is the name of the hand and the cash in button. And then last, you see the trashes, the suit, the squid.
I would make a small version of Full House visually, because some people don't know what a Full House is. And I don't know what that is. Like, why are there two trashes? Remaining trashes? I would just put a number there. 2x, and then show one icon.
Or a hint button in your used card pile. Nicely out of the way. There's also a little bit of a kind of trick in this layout, and that is normally it would be sort of an issue.
Ha! She's gone. Bitte.
If the things that were taking up the entirety of your second read were contextually visible. So right now, the cash in button and the name of the hand, where do those go when you don't have a hand selected? Does that ruin the layout? Does it make it confusing that there would be no second read? Well, so actually, I don't get rid of both of them. And I use one very deliberately as the only thing in the second read. And that is I leave the hand button and I just change the text to tap for hand list. That's the only thing in the second read in this entire screen. And the reason I did that was very intentional. And it was that even...
Hey guys, you know what this is? This is a tutorial on how to design UI.
Even though Sage Solitaire
Which is the most boring thing in game development ever, man. Oh my god.
Game, it's just very different than solitaire games. Usually in solitaire, you're trying to make piles and move cards around in piles, but Sage is all about making poker hands. And that's very irregular for a poker game, or for a solitaire game, and it does a couple things. One, you'd never expect it if you were looking over someone's shoulder, and two, if you are a solitaire person, you might not even know the poker hands. And so leaving this big piece of information as the only thing in the second read guides everybody who's looking at it, so to that piece of information, and it tells them, A, this is a game about making hands, and B, if you are literally playing it and you don't know the hands, here's a giant button that you can press that's going to help you. I think it's very easy to look at this layout and be tempted to make the hand list a small button that sits off to the side. But if I'd done that, it wouldn't have helped people look.
To be honest, I don't even like. Listen, I'm being very critical here. I do understand this, but I don't understand. Like, this hand list is supposed to give me a list of possible hands to play using these cards to earn more points. Okay.
Looking over his shoulder, and it wouldn't have helped normal solitaire players feel more confident and able to play this game.
Okay.
So there you go. That wasn't so bad. Let's recap. You have 3 standard reads and key details.
Yeah, 3 reads.
Really important rule. Ability to move things up and down. You get subway legibility.
So basically the 3 reads, and then you can use animation to turn a second read into a first read, and so on and so forth. Yeah. Video done. Yeah.
They're on Twitch and they get it. They get a gift.
I think the biggest part about the video, and I'm not gonna watch the QA. Unless, is there some good information in the QA? Let's speed through this.
And while we're waiting for folks to come up, we're designing trailers.
Oh boy. I definitely think in general you want to approach a trailer fairly similarly. You want to have the thing right at the start that's going to draw people in, and as your trailer progresses you can get more and more detailed about what's going on. I actually think maybe almost more important than that is just keep your trailer short. Your trailer
30-second trailer, yeah. Like not too much more, though it depends. I've also seen like a 2-minute trailer on Thronefall. You see this, guys? You see this, guys? Thronefall trailer on Steam is very long, actually. 2 minutes. And what he's doing here, you might not be able to tell, because it's very quiet.
This is you riding into battle. During the day you build up your economy and defenses on predefined build slots. At night you try to protect your realm at all costs. Thronefall is a minimalist strategy game about building and defending your little king.
So, keeping it short, just showing the game mechanics is fine, but you could also make a video like this. So it always depends. I think what you need to do is showcase your game mechanics in these. What make your game special and what is the player gonna do most of the time. And then you explain a little bit more. I'm gonna probably try to do a trailer like this too. For my game, because I think it's easier. 19,000 reviews. Yeah, this guy's farming. So there's no one size fits all for this.
shouldn't be more than a minute.
Bloons has a 30-second trailer, by the way, so it both work.
And most people will turn off a trailer after like 10 seconds. So if you don't hit them right in the face with something that's really compelling,
that's true though.
That's probably not good for you. But one thing that
the first 5 seconds of your trailer is the most important, and then after that it gets less and less important. So the first 5 seconds. Let's look at the first 5 seconds of Thronefall again. We just watched 13 seconds. Let's see.
This is you riding into battle. During the day you build up your economy and defenses on predefined build slots. At night you try to
7 seconds currently, and you see the build up and the defense in the first 10 seconds. Build up, defense.
protect your realm at all costs.
10 seconds, yeah. Build up, defense. So that's really important.
What's nice about doing a trailer, even though it's incredibly annoying unless you love making trailers, is that it really helps you refine what your pitch is going to be, because your pitch to most press and most of Twitter is actually the same.
If your game is good, show it off and make it long. If it's bad, show as little as possible. Yeah, that's what AAA does, bro.
Same.
That's why AAA has so many of those, what is this called, man? God damn it. That's why AAA has so many of these, what is this called? The cinematic things. Oh my God, I know the word. CGI, yeah. That's why AAA uses so much CGI. No, it's not called CGI, isn't it? Yeah, CGI trailers.
As the beginning of a trailer, your first 30 seconds of a trailer should show what your game's about, why it's special, and how it works.
You think that's why in Hollywood trailers these days they do that mini trailer thing at the start where there's like a whole bunch of action? Have you seen that? Where
Don't use Hollywood, man. Like, it's a terrible example.
Oh, yeah.
Really quick snippets of what's going to be in the rest of the trailer, because that's like showing.
I hate that. I hate trailers for video for movies. For movies, because they spoil the movie. I hate that. I don't like watching trailers for movies. Absolutely not.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So my question is about, let's say, specifically I work in arcade games mostly, but this is probably true in the App Store too, where like everyone's trying to get your attention. Everything's trying to be as loud as possible to be, grabbing the player's attention. And do you have any tricks for being subway legible in the context of also competing with the flashbang of all the other games in the market that are around? Is there anything that you found kind of grabs attention without being overwhelming?
Sure. I think the first thing that you need to think about, at least I can speak to the context of the App Store, is that most people actually don't understand how the App Store works, and they don't approach the marketing in the App Store in the way that is going
I
to
think
make
this is
the most of
mostly
it
about mobile games, to be honest. But
for
okay.
them. And if you do that, that kind of puts you on another level already. That is very helpful. So the thing that you need to understand, at least about the App Store, is you need to sit down and look at like what are the pieces of information that people are going to get right away, and how do I use that information just good enough to be able to get them to the next piece of information. So in the App Store, you get an icon, you get the name of your game, and you get a small subtitle. And
so basically the thumbnail of the game needs to be very important, yeah.
You need to make the entire case for someone to click your game based on those things, but more importantly, you don't have to make anything else. You're not trying to sell your whole game on that, you're just trying to sell them to tap on the icon.
Clickbait,
and
I guess.
So when you're designing an icon, you can think about like, what do I need and what do I not? What do I, you have to do that necessarily, but if you're putting face on your icon and everybody's already put you and then games, I want to make
okay, anyways, so that's it.
do this stuff to make that work.
I think the most important part of the video is this right here, guys. God damn it! Control-Shift-T, get it back, get it back, get it back. Zoom out your thumbnail. What is the first read? What can you tell? And then what is the second read? The most important things. Like what are visual cues that you can identify? Like zooming out, if it's not too cluttered, then it's a good thumbnail. If it's too cluttered, redesign the thumbnail. That's the most important thing, because that's what people will see on Steam, and that's what will bring them to buy or not buy or click on your game. And the, you know, the 1, 2, 3, the first 3 reads. Cakez TD. Okay, anyways, otherwise good video. If you want to watch it yourself and support GDC, you know, the more GDC talks you watch, by the way, you know, the better you get at making games, of course, because it's a muscle, right? You learn more and more, and then when you finally get to making your game after 500 episodes of GDC, that's when you make the best game ever that no one has ever seen before. That's how it works. Because you don't get better by making a game, you get better by watching videos about how to make games. How many videos are you on? I have all of them. Sorry. We listened to the music, the same song, the entire time. I'm so sorry, everyone. Excuse me. No one even realized. Genius, yeah. Can't wait to become good at making games, yeah. I'm gonna link it on YouTube too. And I don't have any messages on YouTube, do I? Close is close, big brain, yeah, just looks oranges on the ground. I think Valheim is definitely evokes like survival, change events is like I can't distill, but the game is from a distance. Yeah, I need to work on the thumbnail a little bit more, but yeah. Hello, have a nice day. Palarius on YouTube, thanks bro. Crossbit, good morning. I don't know what a full house is, and I don't understand anything about the game just looking at it, yeah. I tried to learn C# and gamedev, but I find things like delegates, events, and interfaces confusing. Do you use them often and find it necessary in your workflow? I have never used a delegate, I've never used an interface, and I've never used an event in my entire time of making this game. And it's been 4 years now. All I need is arrays and structures to contain data. All of the other concepts are great, but there's always another solution that you could also use. The music was off for the video, bro. Okay, I see. Do you use hash maps at all? No, I don't. I don't need that. Okay, let's keep this here. Close the rest. And then put this to the YouTube stuff here. There we go. Okay, let's make a game, guys. Let's make our game. Intuitive games. Well, what did I learn from the video that we could apply immediately? We've already applied a lot of stuff. And we are using animation to convey information too. So for example, unlocking all items. If I hover over an item, it shows exactly what's happening. It shows the preview on the tangerine. If something changes based on the radius, that is also color coded differently. green shows it's an upgrade. And then we wanted to make this green instead of orange. Let's do that first. That could be a good change. And then I will push to Steam. This is the update that I did off stream yesterday. Worked a lot on this. So it's a lot of changes, making the game a little bit more easy as well in the process. And after that, guys, let me unpause notifications. Thank you very much for subscribing, bro. I really appreciate it. And Botek,
don't be afraid of
thank you very much for following and Sology Nova on YouTube, bro.
Good game will sell nonetheless.
Oh my god, you gave me so much hope, Limao. Thank you. Hey, my man, listen.
Commit and push immediately.
Yeah, let the notifications run. I'll talk after that. Intuitive Game Cakes, I've seen your Godot Vampire Survivors UI.
God damn it!
It's terrible, yeah, but that's because I didn't like UI building I didn't like UI building in Vampire Survivors. It was the first time. Have you seen the tower defense now? That was better already. So what you talking about here, bro? Huh?
Am I so out of touch? No.
Williams just subscribed.
Thank you very much for subscribing, bro. Dude, I don't like your hair flick, Cakes. Sorry, my hair flick. What is a hair flick?
Demo out? Check. Mixed review? Check. Doesn't work on AMD? Check. Unbalanced game? Check. UI bugs? Check. Yapping all day? Check.
The hair flick at the front is... I'm gonna cut my hair soon, by the way, guys. I'll be short-haired soon. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, making this green. Let's do this first. And then we're gonna push to Steam for you guys. There have been a lot of you guys... No. How do we say that? There have been a lot of reports that stuff here is... was a little confusing. Like, for example... If I level up heroes, or if heroes leveled up, they have a green floating arrow now that is animated. But also, there was one person that didn't understand that when I changed the stats based on the ability here, that it's only for the ability, but not for the entire unit. So, like, for example, I show that the sword... Why don't I have the tree of the bandit hero? Because they're not implemented yet. They will be implemented later. This is another ability that you could see here. That's a seed ability, which was the currency before the oranges. That is now changed to be oranges. He's gonna spawn oranges, and these seeds will be... They will be the buff units. They will change the units surrounding them, make them stronger. So yeah, in the pirate, I can't even click on it because he's too far down. Viking is there too. Yeah, there's a Viking that will probably use a very strong two-handed weapon, stuff like that. Yeah, and the pirate, and there's many other units that I thought about doing, but the proof of concept needed to be there first. Boy, I can't talk. It's like, it's so frustrating to talk, guys. You have no idea. It hurts every time I talk. God, is that annoying. So yeah, anyways, people were confused that some abilities, when hovering over them, would show 80 increase in physical damage, but when I train it, it goes back to 40. So maybe I shouldn't... It seems confusing. Maybe display the unit name above the stats. This is confusing. So we need to make this better. What I'm thinking of doing is I'm not showing the hover here, but when you hover over these here, I show the change. I could move the hover from here to here. And then when I hover over this, it shows 80 physical damage. And then maybe that's a little bit less confusing. What do you guys think? And maybe we could also show the icon on top of the stats to indicate that the ability has these stats. What do you guys think? Different fruits. Guys, I can't do that now because the thumbnail is locked in place. Icon / name above the stats would help. I'm not gonna put the name of the stats. I'm not gonna put the icon. No, man. So what are probably what are, no, actually the icon is literally here, man. It's right. The icon is already here. So what I think I'll do is I'll just align. I will align the ability icon to the top here. What's the logical reason behind the skirting trees cakes? This? To farm money. Banana farm. Bro, I can't talk, guys. It hurts to talk. I can't believe it, man. It hurts to talk, man. I just want to talk, man. Please. So display stats is a function now. And this is gonna be green. Every O comma. Wait, can I replace? Nah, I'm just gonna do this. Hey guys, how can I replace O comma with green? Comma. In Vim. Because that's faster. We do colon. S. Actually, never mind. I need to see. Oh my god. Visual Studio Code. Okay. I wasn't sure if you addressed this or not, but I thought having to buy higher tiers of abilities for both skill points and oranges to be a bit frustrating. I much preferred leveling the ranks with skill points, but only having to buy that current rank once per unit with oranges. I don't agree here because... Okay, guys, who unbanned Rico? Stop spamming. Because I want to see people's feedback.
I was trying to find a suitable quote for today, but after a while I thought the best quote I can find that is finally completely related to you is from the biggest clown I know of. I am stupid, Cakez 77.
Sorry. I get your feedback. I do understand it. It might be a bit confusing, but this is literally how it works in Bloons. You unlock abilities there too. And if I unlock an ability in the skill tree and the unit already has the ability when I place it down, then there's no point in having a tower defense game with upgrades, because there are no more upgrades left to be done in the round, because they are already present. Bloon says clearer UI. You know, why do we work on UI right now? What do you think, Multiplexer? Why do we work on this right now to make it better? To make it clearer. Bloons has simpler UI for that, yes. Okay, so replace O comma How do I replace? Was it percentage S slash O? Guys, how do I replace again? Percentage S slash? Oh, we get rated. Hello, Dev Spudges. Good morning. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for the raid, bro. Hope you had a good stream. Colon S slash old. O comma. Ah, thank you very much. O comma. Replace with green comma. Oh, look at that. If we... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Brace. O comma. Slash. Brace green comma. See, that's why I don't use rename. Ever. Because you can so easily destroy your code if you make a mistake when renaming. Now that's bad. True, but the simplicity of Bloons CR also comes from a well-designed system that is not too complicated. Having multiple types of damage and defenses is really filling the stats and making them confusing, Cakes. I know. I know. See, like, I totally agree with you. 100% agree with you there. Fact is, I now have this stat system. And that will be the part of the game that will get players to build interesting builds. And I do not want to make a more simple version of the game. If I did, I could probably sell more copies of the game. But it would also make the game less unique. That simple. To clarify, I'm fine with buying the abilities, but I had to buy each rank per unit with both oranges and skill points. So if I spent 3 points for the piercing shot, I had to buy each tier separately on each ranger. Oh no, that's not true. No, you played an old version. That's actually not true. But you just gave me an improvement. That's not true. There was something, that was my design was bad. You got confused. And that was me being stupid. Yeah. So wait, new upgrade. Here, new upgrade menu. Let's do false. What you bought was not level 2 of the ability. Let me see, set, hero level, 10. Okay, what you bought was not, so this is level 3 out of 5 right now, okay? And I think what you got confused by is you trained this ability, you see damage minus 30% and 3 shields. You bought this ability and then you could empower this to tier 1. That's what confused you, right? Now you have to buy level 2 again. You think this is level 2? This is literally just a stronger version of the skill at level 3. An empowered version. It's confusing. I removed it in the latest build of the game because I want to add a new mechanic into the game where you find, let's say, fruits or you drop items just like these oranges from enemies per chance, or maybe the tree could spawn them randomly per chance too. To empower your abilities and give them the empowered status, which makes them much stronger than the base ability, if that makes sense. But yes, tier 1, this was something added in really fast and I didn't think much of it, and that's why you thought this was bad. I totally understand. So why in the latest version of the game this is removed. This is removed for now until I make the menu clearer on this. So right now but you just gave me a nice little improvement. I could put the level into the text here. I could say this is level 3 or something. So we're gonna do that right now. That's an improvement already. So we made this green now, by the way. And then we're gonna remove the preview here. And then we're gonna put the preview up on here. Level 1 in the image, you mean? Yeah, level 1 in this image right here. Bottom right, I don't know, bottom right or something else, we'll see. What I'd like to see is, with the difference in stats, maybe it's too much work, I get it, but it should be easy to find what enemies are susceptible to what damage. I think what I will do is make you be able to select enemies. And then when you select them, you see their resistances. Much like in... why does the name not come to me? Maybe because I'm literally dying of my nose! Kingdom Rush. You guys have no idea how distracting it is having your nose. Use nasal spray, salt based, or stop complaining, man. I can complain all I want to, bro. I'm not gonna use nasal spray because I don't want to get addicted, okay? See you in 5 minutes, okay? Go make your 6-hour tower defense game better, okay, bruh? Leave me alone. Alright, so let's see. Banned for medical advice? No, it's not medical advice. Skill points to spend. What is this? Unlocked abilities. There we go. Here? Don't I have... If ability count... oh, buy abilities. There we go. Here. Preview ability. We get rid of the preview ability here. That's how easy it is, by the way. Here. Now it's no longer a preview. And then for the unlocked abilities, all we're doing is... it is still a button. And then we can check if the button is hot. We put it here. That's what you call good game design, my brothers and sisters. Now, when I train the ability, it doesn't preview any stats. And then it puts it here. Is that clearer? And then we are going to align this with the size of the menu. I'm gonna just hard code this for now, because it's faster. It's probably not 40. Nope. 32. Try to. Cakez. I'm allergic and I have chronic sinuses. Of course I know, Cakez. Yeah, that these are addicting. Yeah, you shouldn't use them. They're addicting, man. There's got to be a better solution. Cakez, you're very inspiring. Thanks for sharing your journey. My man. Thank you, bro. I think that makes it a little bit clearer. What do you guys think? And then over here, we're gonna put the level in there too. Cakez, I have an idea to make the game more fun. When you start buying from the upgrade tree, let the Tangy use it for free so that we can experiment and play around with stuff. Like each Tangy for each type can only have one ability. And once you unlock the abilities, you can have a Tangy use that ability for free. How does that sound? So what you're saying is when I go into the skill tree, the Tangerine always uses this ability, but what if I get this here? Now what? Then at the start of the round, you unlock all of the abilities? Bro, that makes these way too strong. I place down this guy. I place down the guy, I have no money, but I can get all of the abilities for free. That makes him way too strong. And where's the point in upgrading then? I don't understand. In the Tangy menu, we can only give them one ability, Cakes. So you're saying... Wait, what do you mean? You can only give them one ability? No, they should have more than one. Hello, Cakes. Where do you think you're going with your game? Hey, Cakes. Where do you think you're going with your game? Is your revenue going to be up, stale, or down? I mean, there's lots of improvements you can do to your game. Even with talent tree or something like in World of Warcraft and a new hero that is an archer or something. I mean, I already have a talent tree. Like, it's the skill tree here. What do you mean? This is a talent tree. I don't know, like, what do you mean? Cakes, I have an idea. Make the game more fun. You could outsource the game design graphics. Okay, goodbye. Cakes, I was addicted once until I learned that the nose starts being dependent if you use it for too long. Then I just quit using it and the nose went back to normal because I wasn't sick anymore. Easy. Yeah, I know. Bye. Are you using ECS? I'm not using ECS. I'm just using very, very simple C++ code. Criticism equals bad. No, this guy's just trolling and rage baiting. Keep it like how it was. It made the game fun. It's a bit strange at first, but it's a good mechanic, Cakes. I played the game. What do you mean, keep it how it was? Null exception. When you say keep it how it was, what do you mean by that? Should both of these, when you're like, are you talking about hovering over the abilities? Like the skills and how you have to purchase them. Yeah, I think that's good. Me too. I think it's good because otherwise you don't need to... Guys, you have to realize I went through this already. I went through permanently unlocking abilities and giving them to the Tangerines from the start. I went through this. I even went through the hassle of having Tangerines keep their items when you play the game. I had this already. It's right here. Wow, that's an old version, man. Let's see. It's more than 2 years old. Let's see. It's an old version, man. Yeah. Oh wow, I didn't even have selecting. You see how this... You see how this doesn't even stick to the mouse? I have to hold the button down. Play. And look at this. That's Vulkan. Vulkan selected present mode too. Oh, that's so bad. Holy shit. This game doesn't look good, man. It does not look good. The background looks good. It looks amazing. But otherwise... See, like, I'm already spawning more monsters, but I can't place another unit. So bad. Cakes, you need to read about nasal spray before spreading misinformation. A salt-based nasal spray does not cause addiction. This congested nasal spray do causes addiction. Also, silent correction. Information me sets a bad precedent. Sure, I agree with you, right? I'm not a doctor, so I shouldn't be talking too much. True. Yeah. So now I can get a skill here, it looks like. I don't remember. Do I now have this permanently? I think I do. And I can level up too. I can get another skill. Blocker. Now he has this permanently. And I go to missions. I get my Haskars guy, right? Because you can rename Duderines here, you know? For example, instead of Haskars, we could have Pai, right? Let's put the number there too. 94. Boom. Skill selection is better. It's a Vampire Survivor skill selection. And then you go here. It tells me to use the tactics menu. I don't have any abilities. Well, I have this ability here. I add a new rule. This is so complicated, you guys. You have no idea. Like, it's so complicated. I remember this, but it's just complicated as hell, man. I don't even have any preview. There we go. So this guy has the Meteor ability. I'm gonna put him here. And now he's using Meteor all the time. Guys, I tried this. This is the version on Steam that people play for 6 minutes. This doesn't work. I tried it already. And now he's dead. And he's being attacked too, so I placed him in the wrong location. Like, it's just so many problems with this game, guys. And game over. That's it. Town. Great game. Yeah, sucks. If you guys want to play it yourself. I tried this before. Permanent skills on units suck ass. Okay? They do not work. I tried it. Okay? We went through all of the iterations. Huh? Why do I have this? This guy here. The town GUI was better, Emo. The town was just smaller. That's all. It's subjective. Cakez, what am I missing info about the basic attacks? Some pierce, some bounce. But does the healer do lightning damage? And the mage fire? Cat the defender causes bleed when skill plus bleed. Yeah, but like it shows here. This guy doesn't do any bleeding because he doesn't have bleed chance. Now when I train the withered scimitar, I have a 20% chance to bleed. It shows up here. Now I can bleed. Like it's all explained here. Like the menu grows the more stats you have. So yeah, anyways. What we need here is the level in this. How do we do this? What we could do here is buying abilities. Draw upgrade tooltip, ability name, ability description. I think what I want to do here is, but I can't do a different font. I'm unable to do a different font. Check the wizard where it claims all damage is converted to ice. Cakez. I know that's not in the options menu yet. I know this is part of the stats menu that I need to change. When I hover over the wizard, he has fireball. Well, converts all damage to cold damage is better. When I hover over this ability, it shows me 6 fire damage instead of 6 cold damage. I do not have the conversion in there yet. I'm aware of that. Yes. How's your game going? How is your game going, George St. Pierre? Huh? So it says that the healer does lighting and bounce in that menu. The healer has the lighting damage, yes, but I don't have the bounce implemented yet, but I already have the icon for bounce. The icon is... Where is it? I made the icon. Ah, there we go. I thought of this icon for bounce. Like an arrow that maybe has like red dots here. Something like this. Yeah, something like this. Like we'll see, right? We could even do like I'm not 100% done with this yet. But I thought about, well, maybe move this one more to the right. Right, then do this. That could work too. Like something like this. Red in an outline. Red, here because this is supposed to be a point and I don't want it to be... I could put it here too, but I think that's a bit weird. I think the red dot here makes more sense. But yeah. Anyways, so like the menu is not 100% done yet, but it will, all of the information... You added it, good, yeah, thanks bro. Yeah, I'm working on it, right? I'm not 100% done yet, but yes. It slowly gets better. And so I was working on adding the ability level. We could do a format text here. And then we do a %s for the description. And then we do a \n, and a level dot %d. And then we just put the ability.data.level in here, and then the ability.description. And then we do a char pointer. Description is this. I love how this just works now. It's awesome. Like, I've spent so much time coding yesterday to set this up to be extendable. Oh my god, that's huge! Damn! Yeah, I mean, it's not centered. I don't have an indicator in my font to say that the font that comes now is centered. God damn it. Wait! Ah, that doesn't work. Unless I change the... I'm just gonna extend the tooltip to include a level. That's fine.
That's
okay. What did I do here? Okay. Write a line. No, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm going to extend this. Upgrade cost, and then we do an int level. Put that in here. And when we draw the menu height, you know what? I'm just not gonna turn this into how much would that be? 12? Otherwise 0. Okay. And then every single tooltip here needs to supply the level. I'm probably gonna do it like this though. I'll put the level after the color, so that it's 0. And then I only supply the color there. And in the draw upgrade tooltip, when I draw the name, description position, menu height +10. Vector to name position is this. Oh god, it's lagging.
Am I so out of touch?
It is lagging!
No.
Wangid_ is gifting 5 sub to the community.
My man! I appreciate the support, bro, Wangad. Big W is in chat for Wangad, guys. Come on. Thank you, man. For the big support, bro. Making your day a bit nicer. I appreciate it, bro. I really do. Name position. And then if level. Then draw UI text. We do a format UI text. Which is level. Dot. How do we do this in the skill menu here? It says LVL. LVL dot. And then %d. And it's we're gonna put that at name position plus vector 2. Cakez, since you shut down Sturdy Post pretty quick about this earlier, I think it's the wrong approach to wait for new players to complain about the HUD looking rather poorly. I'd highly recommending reworking it sometime before release at least. Sage. I agree with you, but you have to realize something. What keeps players in the game is not how the HUD looks, but how much fun they have in the game and an incentive to keep playing. It's not about if the HUD looks perfect or not. It is about finding what keeps the players in the game. So for example, Code Red Games played my game. He played for about 40 to 50 minutes. I watched the video, and the moment he encountered the skeletons, he died. So, now I need to find a solution, because the moment he died to the skeleton, it wasn't even close. He was dying. That's how bad it was. He didn't even have a chance. He's like, he got obliterated. So, now my job is to stagger the game in a way, maybe, or introduce more mechanics, or make the skeletons weaker, one of these options, so that he can get past the skeletons more easily. Or at least give some hint in a way. Give them more options. And I played my game yesterday a couple of times, and what I noticed is, past round 20, you are not getting any upgrades for the player. The leveling slows down. The abilities you unlock take a lot of time because of the skill tree. If you get to round 25, you can barely get your tier 2 skill. So even if you place the defender at round 1, you are most likely here. You haven't gotten this ability yet. And maybe you have. But most people would have spent points somewhere else along the way. Okay, so, and in terms of items, on your defender, you had unlocked the wooden sword, but you didn't unlock the tier 2 swords to look for another upgrade. You maybe got lucky and found another weapon. You most likely got the wooden staff for the mage. So you had the tier 1 weapon upgrades, the tier 1 ability upgrades, and that's it. So your only option at that point is to spam units to get further. So past round 20 is where I need to work on the most, because almost everyone that plays the game gets to round 20. Like 80-90% gets to round 20. Maybe some people die earlier. For example, Togglebit died earlier. But for the most part, people get there. And that is about 20-30 minutes. That is also reflected in the stats. Here. We improved our median playtime to 22 minutes. Granted, this includes the old demo that has been there for multiple years. I think this started out at 290. Now we have 326 people spending 10 to 10 minutes in the game. But these two, or these three, they have seen the biggest rise for people playing and stopping the game here. And then this has gotten a very high rise too. Over 100 people played more than 200 minutes. So I hooked them in, and they started playing the game for longer because they got hooked in. But the majority, so it's a huge split between these people here and this right here. What I need to do now is convert more of these people here into these guys right here. And the way to do that is to not obliterate them on round 25, or at least stagger the game in a way where you have more options the moment you encounter wave 25 for the first time. Okay? So that is going to be one of the biggest changes that I need to make to the game. And that will lead to a vastly improved playtime for players. That's just the way it is. Cakez, since you shut down Iffy Rico, oh my god, shut up. I think it's the wrong approach to not finish the replay system we announced. No, what we're gonna do in next week, by the way, is we are going to add Steam statistics to the game in C++. Steam statistics in C++ is what we're gonna do next week. And then I'm gonna track when people quit, what heroes people use. And I'm gonna build a heat map of where they are being placed in this level. And then we'll see how people play. No, you aren't. I will. What you're talking about? I will. Everything I said I would do, I did. The reason why I don't use my own replay system is because my game mechanic-wise still changes a lot, and the replay system would be too much effort right now based on the amount of feedback I'm already getting by seeing people play my game and hearing their feedback based on what they say, what they do. It sucks, say it. We told you. Yeah, I already said that. Yes, I just said it. Shouldn't you make it quite a bit easier so people can beat it without grinding that much? Isn't it supposed to be the easy map? Yes, now this is supposed to be a proof of concept, Jason. And the proof of concept needs to now be fleshed out. Yes. The Silent Curse, thank you very much for following earlier, by the way. Say sorry to Collector of Stealth now. He was right about the replay. You were wrong. Dark Souls 2 Wukong after. Guys, it's going to be a long journey. And I will have to structure my stream a little bit better. Like, for example, today we did a react for the first hour of the stream. It's still possible. We can make a lot of progress each day. It's gonna be a slow and steady. It's gonna be consistency, guys. That's what it is. Okay? I don't like this, man. Why do I do it like this? Let's see here. Cakes, will you work on your game today? You're not gonna trigger me with this today, but I need water. I hate this, man. Fucking headache all the time. Nose is clogged. Can't talk. It's a bunch of pressure. Hate it. Gothic Remake after Gothic Remake. Yeah, Gothic Remake is also there. How about play 1 to 2 demos instead of react once or twice during... Guys, I have 2 games that I promised people to play. That's Shade 11's game, and then there's also another game. And I also promised someone else to look at the Steam page. I will do this. However, right now, the #1 focus for me is to make my game better, more intuitive, and figure out the glaring issues before moving on back to what I did before. Okay? I'm a person that needs to focus on one thing at a time and not 2 million things like I did before. Now, can we please move on, please? Let me see here. What do we have? So, font size for the level. We have, let's do font scale 2. And then dot material. Dot font type is font small. I like that a lot. And rendering options, align center and outline. That sounds good to me. And then over here we need to put in the ability or the level. There we go. And then obviously now that this is part of it, the menu is gonna look a little bit odd. Right? Where is the level? Oh, I'm not supplying the level, of course, yeah. And then we need to go to the before. Draw stat. Menu hide. Buy abilities. Draw upgrade tooltip. That would be ability.data.level. You can't see it, but it's right behind me. There we go. I just supplied the level to the draw upgrade tooltip, and this is what it is going to look like. Aha! It is right there in the middle. Huh? Huh? Give me a second. Okay. Wife was like, if you don't start streaming right now, I'm gonna kill you. And I'm like, I needed to, you know, make sure that that didn't happen. And JK, it's fine. She just asked if we could go to the city. Excuse me. Man. Stop streaming. Okay, bro. I don't know what's wrong with you today, bro. Okay, you're incentivizing spamming, and I can't even read chat without it. So, see you guys later. Maybe structure your stream like this: one day art only, then 2 to 3. No, I can't do this. Listen, I need to work. And Lacey, thank you very much for following. I need to work whatever is fun for me right now. If I start to structure my stream in a way where I have to force myself to do a certain thing at that particular day and I don't feel like doing it, you'll see me quit game development faster than no one else. Like, listen, the reason why I love making games, especially in C++, is because there's so many different avenues to explore and things to do. If one day I work at code, I work at code. The other day I work at font, I work at font. The other day I work at art, I work at art. That's just the way it is, and that's how I like it. And that's why I've been able to stick to it for this long. Draw upgrade tooltip. So can't we just do name position? Here? Plus 11 or something? Mm-hmm. Sounds reasonable to me. Okay, guys, what do you think? Level 1. And now people know that they are buying a level 1 skill or ability. And when I place another unit, here, level 1, level 1, level 3. What do you guys think? Maybe watch some David Goggins before each stream? Why would I do that, man? Like, a lot of it is hype. Guys, game development is not a sprint. It's a marathon. And you know the biggest fun equals comfort zone? No, that's not true. I'm pushing myself every day. You're wrong. You're totally wrong. That's why it takes you a few years, because you have no discipline. Are you fucking stupid, bro? This guy's rage baiting. 100% rage baiting. This guy is 100% rage baiting, bro. 100%. Woongard, thank you very much for following, bro. Are you ever gonna make your code modular so it's always gonna be one file? Like, so modular code and having different files are not the same thing, bro. You realize that, right? Different files are just for organizing stuff, organizing your project. I'm still making a game. Marathon is still about time though, gotta run. Yeah, it is. And you know what I actually wanted to talk about this. You know the best quote I've heard about David Goggins ever? You know what I heard about him that really made me like him as a person? He said that he's gonna put on the shoes every day to run. Okay. But, and that's by the way why I started making my game every day. This is the reason. But he also said something that most people never listen to, that only operate on hype and hype alone, that spend 95% of their day watching YouTube videos about motivation on YouTube instead of actually doing something. You know what he said? If I'm not feeling good today, I'm gonna run, but I'm gonna run at 10%. I'm gonna run at 20%. I'm gonna take it very easy. I'm still gonna do what I wanna do, but I'm gonna make only gonna put in 10% of the effort today. I'm still doing it. I'm being consistent, but I'm gonna make my body relax and recover. That's the most important thing that people don't talk about and that idiots like you don't understand. Because you're a loser, okay? You think that you have to put in 110% every day. You can't do it. It's a slow day, got it, exactly. He's not saying, oh, I want to do what I want, it's fun. He's running. I have days I don't want to work on my game, but I work on my game. You stupid? What I do on the day is up to me. This is Cakez not taking the rage bait. Yeah, I guess I'm not taking the rage bait. True. I'm being fished like a fisherman right here, bro. Holy goddamn. What I do doesn't matter. Like, that's this perfect analogy, bro. What are you talking about? Huh? We need a stupid emote there. Moments like this make me miss Inukai. Okay. I put in 1,000,000% every single day, 24/7. Oh, I see. And you sleep on the 25th hour of the day, right? You only sleep 2 hours a day. And then you work 26 hours. Yeah, true. Makes sense, yeah. Game dev is fun since you can jump between art and code if you have an off day. Yeah, you can switch between everything. You're making progress on the game. That's what it is, man. It's like training. It's like going for a run. Yes, exactly. The art of working on the game is going for a run. Exactly. That's what it is. Opening up the editor, Visual Studio Code, whatever, Unity. Opening the game, making a change, changing the color from blue to white. That's going for a run. Exactly. You got it right, sir. Anyways, let's just move on, okay? Because I'm losing brain cells talking to this guy. It's insane, bro. Anyways, so yeah, if you take anything away from this, guys, please don't do 110% every day, okay? You're gonna destroy yourself after a couple of months. That's not how it works. Try to be consistent over being performant every day. I have literally changed many things today on my game, yes. I changed the color from orange to green. I changed the hover mode that is no longer showing the stats here in the preview when I hover over these. We haven't locked that in yet, by the way. And I made it so that it shows the level of the ability to make it more clear that it's actually the level that we are training, the level 3 shield orbs. And then when you train it, it shows the stats right here with the actual stats there. And now what I would like to add into the stats. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I cannot spell display stats. There it is. I would like to add in the chain into the stats selection. It's probably gonna be here, or I'm gonna do a projectile. We have damage types first. Then we have speed change cooldown AoE. Dots, and I'll probably put projectiles here. So yeah, by the way, the reason why I started streaming every day was also because of, yeah, I did watch David Goggins. But I did realize that not every day is gonna be a 110% day. And so all you have to do is push yourself to do it every day, and the rest will come over time. You will not be able to make crazy progress every day, but if you make some amount of progress, even if it's only 1%, that's good enough. Proj count. Projectile count. So we're gonna get to that. There you go. Yeah, calling people a loser cause pointing his lack of discipline is showing that it hurts. Oh my god, this guy is so stupid. Yeah, lack of discipline, right? True. This guy is so stupid, it's insane. Egal. Projectile count is unequal. Well, it's gotta be greater than 0, right? I hope I never have minus. And then the format, that's what will just be a percentage D plus. Should it be plus? Probably not. Just how many projectiles we have. And then we need to get that from the hero. That would be projectile count hero. And that is projectile count, but hero stats. And then if projectile count hero is greater than proj count, then we have a bad day. That's gotta be red though. Then that's gotta be... It's gotta be less here. Yeah, I copied the cooldowns. It is usually greater. Wait, yeah. Lesser and then greater. And then projectile count hero has to be greater than proj count. That means we have lost one, and then that's going to be red. Cakez, you can at least for once read all messages saying shit. No, I don't have time to engage with this all day. I'm just going to be talking to you all day. I just don't have the time. Okay, you made yourself clear enough. And I just don't agree. And if you want me to read the message, then... yeah, he's busy making the game. I'm actually busy making progress right now. Yeah, I don't have the time to, you know, read all of the messages all the time. Okay, especially when they literally just repeat themselves. You're repeating yourself, bro. I don't have the time to engage with that, okay? Proj count. UI stat cooldown. I get it. I'm lazy. It's fine, bro. Listen, that's your opinion. I have a different one. Whatever. Don't care. I do not need to win the I'm not lazy Wettbewerb in English, okay? Bro, it doesn't matter. I need to prove to myself, not to someone else. Okay? Now, let's make the game! Okay. 24, 288. 24, 288. 8 by 8. There we go. So now that we have this sprite, UI, stat, proj count. This is just the thing here, and then line ID is fine, format is fine, stats position is fine. Then this is string stat name projectile count. And then string, please tell me I have this. String stat proj count description. I have it. Cool. And then over here we have proj count. There you go. And then the +4, in this case, we don't need that. Guys, there it is, projectiles.
Please, guys, don't interrupt Cakez while working on the really important element of the hugely successful Low Tangy defense. He is a really nice guy. He is just playing the role of a clown this perfectly. He is taking us to the circus, and we should just enjoy the entertainment.
Oh, it was 888. It's, oh wow, that's a Nazi number. Holy moly, that's crazy. Huh? There it is. Oh shit. TLDR Cakez, you don't get my point. I made structure, more time, more things. If you structure it in a smarter way. I can't. I have a baby at home. I'm being interrupted 24/7. Bro, I'm literally running from left to right. I cannot structure anything because I can't plan for anything because I'm not alone. What you talking about, bro? You're taking your situation or someone who's single and you're applying that to a situation where someone literally has to, like, I do things when I have time, it's so chaotic, bro. It's impossible. I can't structure anything. I'm structuring myself. Okay, I'm gonna work on the game for 10 minutes now. And then 5 minutes later, my wife's like, I need your help. Or I need to do something. It just doesn't work, bro. Like this is... All of this stuff is great if you're alone. That works. Define better way. Exactly. Like, there are many ways to go. There are many ways to reach the finish line. I think the best thing that one can do out of all of this is to sleep more. Because then you are smarter by yourself because you have slept more, your brain operates better. And then you will have more energy to do all of the things you need to do during the day. And you will make more progress. Sleep is the #1 thing. If it's one thing... So, listen, like, there are so many... Like, for example, it is the same with... it's the same with... Who is it? Josh Strive Hayes. I watched like a video about lazy maxing, like putting chocolate into a place where you won't reach the chocolate. Bro, if I want chocolate and I've had a terrible day, nothing's gonna stop me from getting that chocolate, even if it's in the depths of the hell and I have to climb down 200 stairs to get it. I'm gonna get that chocolate, bro. Absolutely. There's no way something is gonna stop me. And I'm the most lazy person there is, man. I'm trying to optimize steps every way of the step. Like, listen. But yeah, anyways, so let's just move on, guys. It's fine. So we have proj count, and then we have chain count. And then we need proj speed. Right. Proj count, chain count, proj. What else? Well, we have the lifetime of projectiles, but do I want to display that? Wait, what? I had the chain count already? Projectile time, speed, chain count. Oh, we have split count too. We have split count, guys. Whatever. Speed, time, and... Oh, that's gonna be annoying. Everyone has their own way of doing things. And while, yes, there are benefits of, for example, waking up early, maybe staying up late, especially when you have kids, stuff like that, working at night, for example, is usually what people do when they have kids, because the kids are sleeping, they are not being interrupted, and they can get the most amount of work. And there's many, like, let's say, hacks like that, but these are all this is all generic advice. It's like you find this out just by having kids, man. And stay up late plus get up early, that's death sentence. I did that way too long. That's not good. Trust me. Not a good thing to do. Absolutely not. I can guarantee you will run out of juice really fast. I probably want to move all of this together. So yeah. I think it is... I think the way this works is that over time you just... It's a learning experience, if that makes sense. It takes time. And you're gonna make mistakes, and then you try to improve this. And what works for someone does not need to work for everyone else. And I'm finding something that works for me. I'm able to feed my family. I'm able to make progress in a game. And I feel like I'm making good progress. So there's always something you can improve, sure. Cakez, if you think 3 clicks to upgrade a tower because other TDs make it in 2 clicks, why do you think having a damage system with 20 variables is better than having a damage system with 4? Because I like it. Because I like it. Guys, I'm gonna change the arrow. This to this. And then what do we have here first? We have projectile count, projectile time, projectile speed, chain count, and split count. So chain count would be here. And then split count could be... This is 8x8, that's 7x7. Well, doesn't look perfect, but I guess it does work. How much do I have left here? That's my 8x8. So I could put a dot here, turn that into an arrow. Yeah, I think that's good. That looks okay. Never stop learning. Yeah, never stop learning. Yeah. Hello Cakez, I want to start learning game development in C++ and I'm confused by what library to start with. Should I learn OpenGL first or SDL or SFML? I don't know, could you tell me how to do it? SDL is a good start, SFML is also a good start, Raylib is a good start. If you don't want to get into graphics programming too deep, then these are great starts. OpenGL I think is good for learning graphics programming, but distributing OpenGL on different systems, if you're actually serious about distributing your game, then I cannot recommend OpenGL because the error reporting and the support for OpenGL isn't that great. And so you would probably run into a lot of issues. Unfortunately. Where's this? I wanted to copy that. That one's good. But I mean, you can still try. The problem will be though that if you're distributing your game on a different system and they have error messages, OpenGL is not going to tell you what their problem is. So that's going to be projectile speed and the lifetime. I don't think I have enough space. That's way too big. I tried to make a clock that was somewhat readable off stream, but it just didn't work out properly because, I mean, we could try this maybe. That is the smallest clock that I can think of. Okay, so now we have projectile count, projectile speed, projectile time, chain count, split count. Wow, Cakez, amazing clock. Thank you. And these are all at 912. So that's why I had this here, 912. And then we start off with 24. And then we go to the right. 32. 32 plus 8 is 40. And then 48. Right? And then we can do... wait, we have time, speed. Oh, time and speed got changed. I mean, okay, fine. There you go. There it is. That looks good. And then we have chain and split. That works. Cool. And then we just need to add them in the game. So the next one, what is after one? After this one, we have projectile count and time. Proj time. Start. Proj time. Proj time. Format is in seconds. Oh, that's annoying. Because they live for very short. So that is going to be a percentage dot 0f. 1f. Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry, guys. Wait, percentage dot 1f in seconds. Hmm? Oh, sorry. Oof. Mm-hmm. And then this is Proj time. Wait. Proj time hero. And then Proj time hero is less than Proj time. That's good. Because it got improved. And then Proj time hero is smaller, bigger. Then that's bad. Because it's a downgrade. And then over here we have Proj time. Then string stat name Proj lifetime. Guys, we have a problem, by the way. Additional projectiles is too long. How can I make additional projectiles shorter? Cakes, you used the wrong enum index for hero stats, by the way. Oh, thank you so much. String stat Proj lifetime. I literally start with string. Wait, start Proj lifetime. Thanks, bro. Change to extra. Extra projectiles. That's smart. Yeah. Or should I just call it projectiles? Just projectiles. And then it says additional projectiles. The number of projectiles fired when using projectiles or something. The number of projectiles when using projectiles. Something like this. That could work. Right? Goodness. My nose. Okay, we're gonna change that in a second. That is projectile time and then string stat name projectile lifetime, and then this is projectile lifetime description. Ooh, I came prepared, my brothers. I came prepared. Oh, my man, Ivori. Loivir, thank you very much for following. Huh? I don't have projectile lifetime.
Int
and this doesn't show
main
up.
underscore return underscore 0 underscore. I'd switch to porn if someone saw me watching this stream.
Ah, okay, bro. If you watch Cakes publicly, you have some mental problems. What's wrong with you guys? Huh? And why does this not work? Huh? Wait. Projectile count. Oh, I see. All the raging and burping. Oh, it looks good. Okay, let's call this instead of additional projectiles. What should we call this? Just call it projectiles. I like that a lot. That's better, cleaner.
Here, the conversation in a complete way. If you watch Cakez publicly, you have some mental problems. At every moment, there is a risk that he starts talking about how he needs a dick, a huge one at that. I'd switch to porn if someone saw me watching this stream.
Okay. That's not even true. That's just a clip, bro. And that was me not misspelling, misspeaking. Projectile speed. Man, I'm happy. I'm making good progress, man. That's awesome, bro. Projectile speed. Bruh. I'll probably just don't do any unit here. Because it's literally pixels per second. Per second. I'm just gonna do per second and then a percentage D per second. Oh, by the way, this is supposed to be an int. I mean, it is... I should convert... I mean, yeah. Just name it projectiles instead of 1. It should say +1. You think this should say +1 for the projectiles here? Yeah, +1. But like, look. It says 3 here now. You see this?
Imagine
Are you sure
having
that
to
it should say
explain
plus?
to someone
If
why
you're
there's
naming
a
it
dude on
projectiles?
screen deep-throating a mic.
You're naming it projectiles. The amount of projectiles fired when using abilities or shooting projectiles. I don't know. I think that's fine. I don't think I need to do plus. But listen, we're gonna wait on feedback. Maybe if people find it confusing. These stats changing when you hover over a skill is confusing as fuck. Why though? Because it shows the stats for the skill right next to the skill. Why is this confusing? Are you 100% sure that this is confusing? Because I'm trying to make it not confusing as much as I can. You know? I'm trying to do that. And like, I'm like real talk here, right? Projectilus. We gotta be careful not to make a typo here, by the way. To be so careful. Because you copy paste is dangerous. So a lower speed is worse. And then over here we have speed. Then start name projectile speed. Then over here is projectile speed. Do I have the description for that? Please tell me I have. Yes! See, I prepared all of this beforehand off stream. I went through all of the stats and located what I needed. Awesome. Now, only thing left is chain and split. Where's TCAP 1 recently, people? Maybe he's taking a break, bro. You never know. Maybe on vacation or something. I didn't see him stream too. Yeah, that's true. You know, it's funny. Maybe he's just taking a break because game development is actually really hard. You never know. Which is totally relatable, man. It's a tough business. Working on something for multiple years and then you put it out to the public. And people are like, yep, this sucks. Seen better. That is really tough. Maybe he's reworking the game, making it so much better than when he comes back, everyone's blown away. It's like, damn. That would be amazing. I would love him to put the game on Steam. Like, he wants to sell the game, right? I think putting a game on Steam when you're serious about making a game is the best thing you could do because you get instant feedback based on the demo. Now, do you get instant feedback? There needs to be a call to action to give you feedback and join the Discord, yes. Give him $100 then. He can stream. He can find ways to get that $100. He can make a donation goal, just like with the camera, bro. I told him, make a donation goal for the camera. He made a donation goal for the camera. He got a camera. Listen, man. What am I, his mommy? Bruh. This is the last one to be done. Then we have way too many stats in the menu, by the way. It is how it is, though. There we go. And then this is... Oh, wait. Chain count. Right. This has got to be percentage D. Percentage D. Percentage D. And then I just saw something here. That's bad. This is supposed to be percentage D per second. This is what... And we need to make sure that I validate this properly. Yeah. Here's another one. What is this? That is projectile lifetime in seconds. It's missing a second here. That's okay. Feels like I'm talking like DirectX error reporter. But that's okay. You know, you can use a constant buffer and not bind it. The values are 0. That's okay if that's intended. Yeah, it's totally okay, bro. Yeah. More power to you, bro. That's okay. Split count percentage D. And then over here we have percentage D too. Yeah. Okay, so split count hero. And then we have split. Please tell me I have split count here too. That would be amazing.
Oh!
Oh! Oh. Projectile count. Yeah. Almost made a mistake here. Split count. Chain count. Proc speed. Yeah. And then over here we have proc time. Proc count. We don't have projectile speed. It all comes... Wait, what? I don't have projectile speed? What? Really? Huh. But the ability should have projectile speed, at least. There should be a value for projectile speed. Projectile lifetime is not important here. That sucks. Let's do the ranger. He should have some stats for projectiles. I forgot to do plus equals. What would they do though? Huh? What happens? It's all in the same location. And it's way too far to the right.
See how fast I got far, how far I got high. How high I got there.
+4, I think. That's way more. Not +4, it's gotta be +8 or something. +6. I think you have a black tooth, bro. Cakes. Where? Where do I have a black tooth? I do? I don't think I do. Right there? You don't joke about this, bro. This is so gonna be memed. Is this aligned properly? Or do I need one more pixel to the right? Projectile speed. There's speed in pixels at which a projectile. At which a. Yeah, I think this is fine. Yeah, okay, so here's projectiles, and then when we get chain... Wait, this is supposed to give me chain. Give me a sec. Huh? The longbow is supposed to give me chain. Wait, that's projectile lifetime. Wait, what? UI stat projectile speed. Is 320. That's the speed. I have a projectile lifetime too though. Why do I not have projectile lifetime? That's a bit odd. Because I think on the Ranger? I do have a lifetime here. Oh, I turn it into an int. I see. I'm so dumb. It's gonna be a float here. Of course. So do I have a black teeth or not? Cakez, by the way, the Zinc driver is under the MIT license. I think you could, in theory, keep using OpenGL, just ship it along the game and include the license. I will see, because I'm so convinced about DirectX now that I don't even want to do a Linux port at this point. I've not had a single person report a game crash or the game not starting on the system ever since I switched to DirectX, and the focus has shifted completely from fixing the stupid game running to actually fixing the game, making the game better. And I'm so happy. And I still have your messages, by the way. I just didn't have time to look at them. I still have them as like a to-do list, yeah. I'm so happy. Like, why would I change what's already running, you know? Okay, so that's float. Projectile speed is int, chain is int, split is int. But it still should show me chain. Oh, that's red. Okay. You already changed it, lol? I changed what? And Shkipera, thank you very much for following. If you only brought this up before the DirectX 11 rewrite, AQ, I'm totally not sad about this at all. I'm so happy that I did do the DirectX. No, I'm not relying on a third-party program to make my game run. I'm raw dogging DirectX 11 and I'm feeling good about it. I learned a new graphics library in a week with the help of Capuchman. I'm happy, man. Listen. I don't need a shortcut. Listen. I don't need a shortcut, guys. It's totally fine. Why is the chain count wrong, though? And it's the same icon for this? Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Ah, I see. I said him to try the Zinc driver, but people cockblocked me, lol. Oh yeah! Why is this red though? Projectile time. If the hero has less time, then that's green. If it's greater, then it's red. Projectile time. Oh, because I'm using projectile count here. That's why. I get it. Then it should be white. There we go, guys. This should be +1 Pierce. Oh god, we don't have Pierce. Oh no. We don't have projectile Pierce. Oh my god. How do I do Pierce now? As an icon. Oh my god, guys, I'll have to figure. I need to add Pierce. How do I do Pierce? Maybe this? Arrow? And then like a circle around this? Like that? Or maybe like a bigger circle? Like this? PS should be light blue. I'll try this, whatever. Listen, the icons are not that important yet. I kind of want to put PS count here though. But okay. 64. Wait, 6 plus is 62, isn't it? No, plus 8, 64. Excuse me. And then projectile time, speed, chain count. We're gonna put PS count here. Before chain. Oops. No, let's not do this. PS count. And then this is just an int. PS count hero. PS count. PS count. PS count. PS count. Man, I've slept a lot today, man. I'm rocking this here today. That's insane, man. Look at the speed at which this guy's coding. That's insane. Dude, Cakez, how does this work? Does it just work or what? I'm confused. It just works. Bruh. Hey, would you look at that? Oh, I have an idea. Hey, AQ, you wanted to have the plus icon, right? Watch. We're gonna put the plus icon on the arrow. Hey! 5-head strategies right here. Hey, that's amazing. How are you doing, Mr. Yapper, today? Gamble Mamble? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking, bro. My nose is starting to clear up a little bit, you know. Otherwise, good. Thanks, bro. Should be error plus plus as a nod to not use Godot. Anyways, so now... Look at this, guys. I can train this ability. Split arrow. Watch this. 3 arrows and 1 pierce. It's not green, though. Huh? Why is this not green? Bruh. Why are you not doing it green? Chain. Where's pierce? Aha! There was a mistake here. And here too. Here too. Aha! I had a lot of mistakes. Wait. Is this everything? Here are the stats. Here are the... There we go. Here, yeah, bro. Can't wait for the enemy UI. When clicking on them. The enemies will not have that many stats. And we do currently have a problem, yes. I'll show you exactly what the problem is. You guys ready? I have too many stats. I need to make the list scrollable if I'm displaying all stats. I'm gonna do that off stream. That's not important. It will be like this in the game for now. And the same for the skill tree. Watch this. It's gonna be a scrollable thing. But for now, it's fine. Why not expand to a second box, Cakez? No, that would take too much away from the UI. And you don't need to see all of these stats at a glance. Most of them are 0 and not important. So if you don't have a bleed chance, the bleed damage is not important to you. Neither is the poison chance important to you. So this shouldn't be shown. This shouldn't be shown either. Split projectiles, chain, pierce. Like anything that is not used is not important to be displayed. Which is why I'm making it an option. And I'll make it scrollable off stream, that's fine. The important part is you see the base stats and you see the list grow as more stats enter. So there's something wrong here though. +4 here. Is 2. I guess I don't use dots. And if I don't use dots, we have 2 +4s here. Okay. Haven't popped in a while. How are things going? Hey, Gandalf the Grey. Good morning, bro. Percentage hero stats / hero stats. Yeah, it's fine. You missed one. I missed one? I did? Where? Hero stats, hero dot stats. 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 I should be fine now. You missed several. No, these. So the way this works is like this. I take the hero stats here and I add the preview on top of their stats. And then I also take the original value and compare the two. I want both, yeah. The reason why I want both in this case is so I can show the difference in green. Now it's looking as complicated as PoE stats. Let's go. Yeah, so it is kind of... It is the way as PoE... How do we say that? I want it to be as PoE, if that makes sense. Yes. Okay, so we did that. Let's do a git commit and push, because you guys told me to do that. Every time I make a change, right? Git add dot git commit -m. And I'm pretty sure I did more than just one thing. Actually, assets. Add it in... what the hell? Tangy TD version 0.5.14. Add it in more. Add it in projectile stats to the list of stats. And then I also did more changes in the texture atlas. In the game I did... Oh, wind slashes. Oh, I see wind slashes in there. Revive system. I fixed that. That's from yesterday. Yeah, fixed some stuff there. Menu height. I added the level. Added level to... added level to ability tooltip. Made a fixed revive. System kill. Count bug. And in text, I just added a bunch of texts. It's fine. I think that's okay, guys. Git push. Okay, do we push to Steam, guys? Would you like to play and test this version now? It still doesn't fix the gameplay. Okay, Cakez. Sorry I keep yapping about Zinc, but it can seemingly be used on macOS too, and you get OpenGL 4.1 plus features. macOS used to only support core features of OpenGL. Anyway, the Zinc plus Molten VK seems to be very experimental. So, Mark gets up. I'll think about it in the future when the game is released. And I'm starting to earn money and people will come to me asking for native ports. If that comes up, okay? Because I need to make sure that I focus on the majority of players, which is Windows first. And then most people on Linux will use Proton. So that I don't waste my time. Like, it's a great idea. I'm not saying that. The thing is, though, I just have something working right now. And I think it will be a waste of time to focus on even more before making the game complete so that people can play the game. And I can start earning money as a game developer. Because it's been 3 years with this game, soon to be 4, and I need to start selling it. Otherwise, I'm never gonna sell it. And so this year is the year where it changes. And so I need to cut unnecessary things out if stuff works. But it's still a good idea. Like, listen, I'm not averse to it at all. I just have something working right now and we're making good progress. You know, and I appreciate you trying to help, of course. Cool, guys. Release end of the year. The release into early access will probably happen past April when Zoe is in kindergarten and I have a lot more uninterrupted time in the morning especially. Releasing it natively on Mac is going to be an absolute pita, I can tell you that much. Yeah, I will probably port to phone first before releasing it on Mac. Exactly. Okay, bad naming, please fix. This is just a code. I don't need to fix the naming for you because I like the naming. Okay, so one last question to answer. The preview stats of abilities. Yes, no. If no, how to improve it? If yes, how to improve it? Confusing, non-confusing? What do you guys think? This will be the last thing I will do in this menu for now until I get more proper feedback. What do you guys think? Demo or full game, free code? I will release an early access version of the game that has at least a couple of levels and at minimum a play time, if you play the game fully, of 5 hours. That's what I'm trying to target. I'd ship it as it is. And so you guys wouldn't have... You guys wouldn't do preview for the abilities here? You wouldn't do preview for this at all? Is that what you're saying? No one cares about this? People do. I get feedback based on this. Should I do no preview here but preview here? I think it's a bit odd. Holy nice UI. Hey, thank you, my man, Tada. It's appreciate it, bro. I need to fix the bows too. Like, there's a rendering issue here. I know why that is, but yeah. I'll do that later. Yeah. It's annoying, but yeah. Preview is always good, Imo. I think I should always do the preview on both here and here. Maybe it is... I'm just gonna be consistent. I'm always gonna preview. I think that's better. I think you're right. Where is it? Here. Maybe add a button to hide it. Or a checkbox. Not for now. Not for now. Maybe later, yeah. It was here. Cakez, the window with stats toggleable, by the way? Yes, it is. This window right here is toggleable. So you don't need to have it. And then the tooltip will display itself here. Like this. Mac support seems important, but perhaps not the most important thing on a large list. I don't think it is important at all. I don't even think that Path of Exile... Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Who in chat here is playing Path of Exile on a Mac? Probably no one, right? Does Path of Exile have Mac support? Or not? Me? Wait, no. Me right now? Me? Smiley face? Me? Let me check. How can you play the game on Mac? Do they have a native Mac port? Path of Exile 1, mind you, not 2. I'm just gonna Google this. Wait, your chat is rich? Apparently they're all rich, yeah. It's crazy. Playing PoE on a Mac. Longtime PoE fan addict here. I've been for PC my entire PoE career. Just so happened that I now play PoE on a Mac. At times, I know there's probably a Mac game client somewhere, but I'm not sure if using it is the best option, since I read a thread talking about approaches like virtual machines or installing a dual OS. I appreciate PoE is playable on a Mac. It's definitely a bit buggier, but the experience is good enough on modern MacBooks and minis. Most players install directly via Steam, since there isn't a direct installer on Mac as far as I know. That being said, what does that mean, guys? If you install it through Steam, does it use Proton? How does it work? Not anymore. It seems to no longer be possible to play full screen on a monitor. Result, game is unplayable. macOS doesn't scale Windows, and PoE doesn't support its own resolution. December 2022. Yeah, I know, it's 2022, but this is 2024, the comments. Yeah, these are 2024. Or are they? Posted by on. Yeah, 2024. You see here? If you release your game on GameForge, Steam will tell me if I could install it on my Mac. It won't do. Steam tells me I could just install it on my Mac. Won't do. 45 gigabytes. I emailed the God back to me saying that they don't provide technical support, so I begged them to just take my findings and pass them on to the engineering team. I don't know what else to say. Most of the community laughs and says, what do you expect from a Mac? You spent thousands and thousands of dollars and you can't even play games, bro. That's your own fault, bro. Yes. There's no way to talk to GGD developers unless they come here. I'm done being laughed at. What is this threat, bro? That's not my job. That is your job, GGG. So, M1 Max, the leak change performance was excellent. I don't know, can you play on a Mac or not? The game is playable, but performance is terrible. I have noticed the main situations. How are you guys even playing on Silicon Macs? The installer keeps downloading 40 megabytes or something, then crashes. That happens every time. Delete the file. Jesus, think it worked. Any solutions? It's playable on Mac 2 Pro with good FPS via Steam. For those who want to play PoE, just buy a PC or PS5. Okay. You can play it on an M4. GGG doesn't even officially support Mac, and this guy's complaining about them making a broken product. I don't know how they play it. Like, do they use Proton or something? What do you do on a Mac? I bought it off my work for $350 when I left my job. Yeah, that's smart. It's just on Steam, Cakez. Yeah, but what does that mean on Steam? Does Steam do Proton for you? PoE 1, not 2, yes. Where does it say Mac? Where do you guys see Mac on the Steam page? Because I don't see it. I don't see playable on Steam Deck. Past it? I can't find it. Ah. Wow, that's small. Holy. Okay. Scroll ICO here. I did not test it, but usually if you're on a Mac and Steam says that you can install it, it simply just works. Okay, so they have a Mac port, but they don't have a Linux port. correct? Do you guys have a game that is natively supported on Linux? Where the Linux symbol shows up here? Balatro? Dota 2? You guys sure? It just shows an apple here. Check any Valve game, Dota 2. I lied. Yeah, thank you very much for lying, bro. Wasting my time. Aha. Hä? It says Steam. What does that mean? Huh? Am I looking at the correct one here? SteamOS is Linux. Okay. Cakes, yep. Hard to notice. Yeah, it is really hard to notice. Mac. I see. This guy's passive-aggressive with his arrows, you know? Pointing in all 4 directions. Well, what you doing, man? Steam is Linux, okay. I can't see it. I need red arrows. I wonder if I can play PoE on my Mac, yeah. Okay, so they do have a native Mac port, it looks like. I wonder when they added the Mac support for PoE. But yeah, anyways, that still won't make me do a Mac port immediately, only if the game is successful enough and I see a reason to do it. Otherwise, I won't. There's no point. Okay, I think it's time to push this, because I'm very happy. Is it looking good? I might just move this in a little bit closer. No, but that's already... new upgrade menu, and then the position stats. Window Edge X position. Stats menu open closed. Stats menu center. Nah, it's fine. Whatever. Okay. It's time to push the game to Steam, guys. We made a lot of changes today. Let's do other, right? So, edit new stats to the stat list for projectiles. And then edit the level to the ability tool tip preview, and made stats that increase show up green instead of orange. There we go. Look at the list, guys. I changed a lot. That's crazy. Look at this. That's just one day. Damn. Cakez, can you explain just how Jackie's side-scrolling TD game already has more features than yours? You're wrong. That does not have. There's no way that has more features than me. You're wrong. You're rage baiting and it's not appreciated. You're lying and it's wrong. It's crazy if you think that a game made in a couple of days has more features than a game I work on for multiple years. Okay, tell me. Does the game have chain? Can you shoot a projectile and it changes to others? Can you change the chain with items? Yes. Does it have pierce? Does it have split? Can you change the speed of projectiles? Can you change how long the projectiles last? And that's just talking about projectiles. Yes, all of that. Okay, prove it to me. It has multiplayer, DLCs, co-op, 10 maps, and it's made in Godot. Okay, yeah, prove it to me. I don't believe it. Chat is trolling? I think they're trolling, yes. I think they're actually trolling. The game can make coffee and do your taxes, yeah. I think they are 100% trolling. Here's proof. All that is included in Godot cakes. Okay, bro. There are also 2 devs? Yes, there are also 2 devs, but still. It's still a lot of stuff to do. I could clone your game in Unity in a week. No, you could not. You could not clone my game in Unity in a week. Go and do it if you're so sure that you can do it. And then come back to me, and if you don't, you're gonna pay up, bro. Okay? We can make a bet. Let's go. Come on, make a bet. I pushed the game to Steam. Now we push it actually to Steam. Run Build. Hi Cakez. Ich mag deine Demo jetzt schon. Wo kann ich dir Feedback schreiben, was mir aufgefallen ist? Oh, Miroposa. You can join the Discord. And on Discord, you can go to the channel Tangy TD, Game Feedbacks. Can't buy skill for defender with helmet and shield. Huh? I'm gonna fix that quickly. What? Did I accidentally make a mistake? By the way, der kann kein Englisch, Bernd. Oh. Geh zum... Ja, gib mir eine Sekunde. Geh zum Discord. Nein. Join. Geh zum Discord. Und dann in die... wie heißt das? Sektion? Nicht für dich, für jemanden, der mir eine Frage gestellt hat, Bro.
Ja, aber komm schon jetzt.
Ja, ist ja gut.
Nee, nicht gut.
The fuck was that? Yeah, wife strikes again, go away. Oh my god, you want me to spend money now? No. No, I make my own food. Leave me alone. Yeah, then eat now. Go away. Go away, I need to explain something. Feedback, Game Feedback. Und dann kannst du einen Post hier machen. You post. Oh, no, neuen Post. Und hier dann. Experience this on other heroes with different setups. Sometimes it helps to close the menu and reopen it, but not always. It's really annoying bug. It didn't used to happen with the old menu. Wait, what? How though? You get a bug when you have a shield? Wait, you sometimes can't upgrade units? Wait, what? More bugs? Yeah, this is probably because I made a new menu. Okay, let's see here. Cheat some money. You cannot. You have a shield. Wait, maybe it takes the item cost. No, I can't do it though. Wait, you said with a shield and what? With a shield and helmet. And you had the same? Sometimes it helps to close the menu and reopen it. Really annoying bug. Fuck, man, why? Why though? Huh? Zoe's starting to crawl, guys. She's starting to, you know, go on an adventure. We have to take care of her soon. Unit doesn't have shield to upgrade. Unit doesn't have shield to upgrade. The latest Tangy sprite is cut, or am I blind? Is the last Tangy sprite? The last Tangy sprite is cut. The last Tangy sprite. Yeah, this, you won't see this. This is just for me.
Hello?
Moneybags are rendering in front of Tangys. Yeah, this is important because otherwise you don't see them. That's why I do this. I can't really tell. Oh wait, you don't have more items to unlock here. Maybe there's a reason for that? When you're trying to click this? I'll have to figure out what that is. Let me take a look at the code for a second. The upgrade abilities. It's definitely making the text by abilities. If button upgrade ability, because we do the button. But... Oranges greater or equal than the cost. I don't see it. I don't see the issue. Yeah. I can't figure it out. I have to see what that could... I need to have like time for this. I'll still push the changes from today. Not these though. I'll still push them and then I'll figure it out tonight. There's got to be a simple explanation for that. It doesn't happen with the old menu. Interesting. Maybe I can figure out what it is. You can't get this one. But you have these right here. You're level 14. Who wants to see Cakez in a bathrobe? Man, this bathrobe, bro, is really relaxing. You know? Oh, Zoe's starting to crawl, guys. We are in big trouble. We lost. Alright, guys. Publishing to Steam. It is time. New update. Coming up right now. 5.14. Sorry, not 15. JK. And then I'm gonna read your feedback after the stream again, okay? There you go. Big update. Actually quite large. It's a lot of changes. Let's do this. Where's the Steam thing here? Cakez doesn't take baths. I don't have a bath, bro. So yes, you're right. I don't take baths. Because I don't have one. I would love to though. I love taking a bath, man. These are so relaxing. That's crazy. I'm telling you guys. There we go. Hopefully this fixes the problem. It might just be an old version. If you guys could please test again. Hey, Toons. If you guys could test again after today's update and report back after if it happens again, that would be great. Good stuff. Test it yourself through the Steam version. I don't have the time for that right now. Keine Badewanne und ich muss im Esszimmer streamen, armer Bernd. True. Exactly. Terrible situation. Impossible. And then I have people walking behind me while I'm streaming. Terrible. No, I'm not done yet. I'm talking still. Okay, guys. There's no one else online. Prime me again. No, prime me again. Bro, I literally... I cannot rate this guy without misspelling his name at least once. It's such a difficult name to spell every time, man. Why do you have to do EA every time? It's like, Prime, yeah, really. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna send you over to Mr. Prime. There's no one else online. Unless I missed someone. No, I didn't. There's not. Hope you will enjoy your time there. Thank you guys for joining today. Hope you had fun. And we are slowly making the game better, guys. Slowly. The next big task for the game is Steam stats and staggering the game mechanics even more, so that when people play the game, they have more stuff to do. There's like 2 ways we can do this. Another level and rewards for completing a level is something I would like to do. So maybe we make another level tomorrow. We'll have to see. Because I don't see this working any other way. Maybe the game will not be like Bloons. Are you guys done? Yeah, these guys are annoying. But yeah, anyways. Thank you guys for joining. Hope you had a good time. I really appreciate the support. And you guys following. See you tomorrow. Have a great day. Peace. On YouTube as well. Thank you guys for joining. See you tomorrow.